morning. How did y'all sleep? I hope you went well. You went well. I hope it went well. I hope the sleep was good. I needed a little more sleep, I think. But that's okay. That's, sometimes it be like that, and that's alright. Honey, jump scare. Why woman jump scare? I guess it'd be a green goblin. Good morning. I have lovely, lovely honey lime ginger tea that I made real quickly before stream. That's why I'm a little later than usual. So it's nice and cozy today. We're taking it easy, relaxing, as well as I got put the music back on. Put the music on. I got an egg tart for breakfast. It's a little treat. It's a nice little treat. And then we're going to do some art. So before we get into art, we're probably going to do, what is it going to say? Oh, right. We're going to do some warm-up poses probably. We're going to chill, take it easy. And then we'll get to finishing up the last of the instrument poses. And we'll probably do coloring today. If the grayscale goes well, that is. Excuse me. I apologize. I just woke up, so I am a little late. And I have hiccups, apparently. I have hiccups. Why have I got hiccups? What'd I do? How far did we get on the harp? We got pretty far. We're still at the line art stage. I finished the close. I still have to do the arms and the instrument itself. But yeah, taking it easy. It's pretty good so far. It's not the same sort of vibe as the other two, but that's okay. The other two are a little more serene. This one's a little more upbeat. And then we have the special gong piece that I love oh so much. What hour is it over there? It's 9:30 PST. One second, I'm putting lip balm on. My lips are especially crackly because of the change in temperature. A little more. A little more. Got up 3 hours late because my alarm decided it wasn't going to go off. Oh no, Comb. Oh no, I'm so sorry. My condolences to your schedule. That's rough, buddy. Whew. Also, hi, Pirate Artisans. Happy 3 stream streak. Oh, Sky of Roth, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 2 months. Welcome on back. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you're liking your time here. A shocking cure for hiccups. Keep telling yourself that you don't have hiccups. I've tried it. It works. I haven't tried that. That'd be neat. No worries, take a breather if you need to. Thank you. And thank you, Kevman. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. My tea today is actually from a tin of green tea some friends of my family bought a long time ago on a trip to China and hardly used, so they gave it to me once I brewed tea from it when I was visiting. Nice. Yeah, if you're not going to use the tea and someone in your family or friend zone likes it, like, why not? Makes sense. Honey, do your eyelids have different texture from the rest of your face? I mean, they have a little bit of makeup on them. Just a little bit. It's to accentuate. It's to accentuate them. Sergeant Frog, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy anniversary to ya. Happy anniversary. I'm thinking about Elden Ring. The lore. The lore of it. Oh, it's so deep. So good. It could be fun to listen to. It could be fun. Perhaps another time. I stayed awake for Arcane until 3 a.m., then fell asleep and woke up at 8-7 of sleep. Yeah, that's I don't know if that's quite enough sleep, Gam. I'm not sure if that's quite enough sleep. Also, McBoat, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Odd question. Have you ever watched a traditional Japanese tea ceremony? It's surprisingly soothing to watch. I have not watched a full tea ceremony. I've watched Samurai Jack do a tea ceremony, and that was interesting to me, but no, I've never watched it. I'm making a cup of caffeine-free throat comfort tea. Ooh, nice. I've got my lovely ginger, lime, and honey. It's not really a tea. It's like a mixture, like a concoction. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, actually. So I'm just waiting for it to cool down before I pour it in my teacup. Samurai Jack was good. Samurai Jack is very good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. I get a cool icon of Arcane at least. Nice. Actually, I didn't stay up late because I knew I was going to be streaming tomorrow or today. So I did not stay up late because I knew that although Arcane is great, I want to pace myself. I want to pace myself and take my time. Diaz Colossus, thank you for the resub. Happy 21 months. Art time, baby. I forgot to make it just chatting. That's okay. We're going to hop into art pretty quickly today. And also, John Lane, thank you for the resub. Happy 9 months. Congrats on your stream, baby. Oh, you know what will be fun? Where is it? What if I have my tied hair? Oh, it's cute. But what if instead of that, where's my long hair? Long hair. Oh. Bouncy. Bouncy, it's great. So the first episode of Arcane this morning. Best way to start my day? Ooh. I'm glad. Thank you for the head pass story. The long hair, it's so flowy. It's cute. It's so fluffy and cute. Oh, I like it. Myth, a concoction? Dang, honey, brew, and potions. Absolutely witch-pilled and collagen maxing. You know it, baby. You know it, baby. Oh, wanted to be a witch so badly when I was a kid. Would have been cool. Also, happy birthday to your niece. It's your niece's first birthday, so I'm hanging out with her. Let's go! I have noticed that while I am streaming, also thank you for the level 3 hype trade. Jeez, I just got here. I've noticed that in my spare time, because I am babysitting my nephew, he's like a baby. I keep making like making noises that you would make to babies. And it's infected my everyday life now, where instead of just doing it in front of the baby, I'll start doing it by myself or on stream, where I'll go ba 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 ba. That is exactly what my mom does to the baby, and it keeps him so entertained. It's so cute, but now I just do it whenever. It's contagious. It's like ab. He's very cute. He can't say words. He just goes like, oh, ooh, oh. And then he's now picked up a new thing where he's like, he makes little like gasping noises. It's very cute. Oh, I love my nephew. He's so adorable. I'm gonna put you in my suggestion channels. Oh, thank you. Good afternoon, Dill Pickle. How's it going? I have exciting news. I'm at my first ever Comic-Con. I get to meet Brian Drummond, who's the voice actor of Vegeta. Nice! Oh, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I hope you have fun, and I hope you're safe over there. Chromic, thank you for the resub. Happy 10 months. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think someone redeemed. I think it was... Yep. It was Destin and Twillister. Thank you for the earwiggles, Twillister. And Destin, thank you for the posture check. Breathe and hydrate. Let's go. Let me pour my concoction into my cup. We'll pour it in there. My spoon. No. My spoon. Alright, that's fine. Sorry for the loud cup noises. Typically, yeah, baby? No, my sister and her partner had a baby. Ugh. So I am auntie. I get to babysit now. So my schedule has gotten so much more chaotic because my nephew is too young to be left alone in daycares. Like, he's a fresh baby. So I'm an auntie. But in order to make sure that my sibling can go back to work, because, you know, maternity leave is ending now, they have to find people to babysit, and so far my family has been the only one who's like, yeah, we can do that, like, we'll help. And my job, because my job is work from home and I'm flexible with my hours, kind of, I overwork in different ways, I'm able to take a day in the middle of the week off to babysit. So I get to be a fun auntie. It's great. I get to be the spoiling auntie. I get all the fun parts of taking care of the baby with none of the actual hard parts, like, feeding it and making sure he goes to sleep. But yeah. But yeah, no, listen, I already knew that I probably did not want to be a parent just because I I'm almost certain I have ADHD, and I feel like if I had a baby, I would not be able to take care of this baby and provide for this baby in a way that I would feel comfortable with. And so now I just get to be the fun auntie. I get to enjoy all the benefits of parenting without worrying about the actual stuff of, being responsible for it for more than 2 days a week. Randomer, thank you for the 200 shinies. Coffee in hand, ready for a fun, cozy art stream. Take 2 shinies. Thank you. It's going to be fun and cozy. We're going to chill and have a lovely time. But yeah, Azuchi, it's pretty apparent that I have ADHD. Yes. Or that I am not the mom. Yes. I would think so. Like, how many streamers do you know are actually parents? Like, does streaming as a job seem stable enough to have a baby? It's a lot of work. It is so much work. Oh my gosh. ADHD. I get to be a fun auntie, a fanty. It's good because if I did not have babysitting work to do outside of my place, I would not socialize with anybody. I am so focused on work that I do not socialize at all, and so being forced to go over to my parents' place to babysit helps me so much because I get to go to the library, I get to go out to a cafe, I get to take my little baby nephew out to the park and then watch him play with other babies. It's built-in socializing, baby. Thank you so much for the raid last night. He made my day. Oh, hi Tiffany, how's it going? No worries. I hope it was fun. You watched like the first episode of Arcane or the first 3? Because I know it released last night. But yeah, talking to us isn't socializing. It is socializing in a way, but I mean when I see people physically, like IRL. Because otherwise, I am just doing work and on Discord calls coordinating my next work and getting help, and opinions from people. It is tricky to go outside and socialize with IRL people. Tiffany, the first episode we were allowed to co-stream was amazing. Yeah! Ooh, I've seen some fan art on Blue Sky already. It's been floating around. I'm curious. I'm intrigued. I don't know where the season is going, but I'm excited to see. Not an alien. I'm in the UK where you stream around 3, so this is my first time catching your stream. Love your model and your content. Thank you, Not an Alien. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say. Basically, you get spammed and overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed when people message me sometimes. I'm like, I don't have the energy to respond to this. I gotta do art. I gotta do so much research and learning. It's fun though. It is a good time. But yeah, Tiffany, I'm glad you had a lovely time watching the first episode, and I hope the rest of your stream was nice and chill and fun, and you got to have some good rest. Chief Gardner, thank you for the 100 shinies. Christmas cookies aren't the only sweet things I have my eye on this holiday. Eggnog. It's almost eggnog season. Please let Thanksgiving have its moment. I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving all that much. I'll be so for real. It's a holiday that is steeped in not great history. I'm gonna be so for real. We shouldn't really be celebrating it. It's more of a time to hang out with your family, I think that's the important thing to do. Yeah, we don't celebrate Columbus. We actually condemn Columbus heavily. But anyways, let me sip my drink. I completely forgot the redeems. I got distracted. Thank you for the sip. No, a little chunk of ginger. 1 sec. Get out of there. Get out of there. I don't want to choke. A little sippy. Oh, that's so nice on my throat. I've been trying to figure out things for my throat because it's getting colder. And so now, oh, that feels so good. Beautiful. In the modern day, everything is condemned. Not everything. Having fun ain't condemned. Doing art, you know? Tiffany, I did. You have an amazing stream. Keep being amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me... I hope I spelled that right. I didn't capitalize. Ah. But yeah, y'all check out Tiffany Witcher. She was doing a Arcane co-stream yesterday. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very cool charity witch on Twitch. What a cute rhyme. The dude was so stupid. Columbus was incompetent. It's so stupid. Rewriting history to make him better. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Why would you idolize that? Anyways. Tiffany, branding is hard. Branding is hard. I will give you that. Branding is tough. But, like, the charity witch on Twitch, the rhyming scheme, it's there. It's there. It's smart. Oh, I make tea with catnip and chamomile, and that is great stuff in my throat. It never occurred to me that people could eat catnip, but can people eat catnip? What's the effect? Is there an effect, or is it just sort of like adding like thyme and oregano to things? Or it's like they're kind of interchangeable sometimes. Wait, you can't? I don't know if you can. Someone said they put catnip in their tea, and I was like, you can do that? You can do that? Myth that someone is directly descended from little old Chris Columbus himself. To hell with Columbus. We do not have to inherit the shame of our forefathers. We just need to condemn it, you know? Someone will definitely condemn fun. You watch the new Monster Hunter comes out, Pete is going to have another fit like they do every new installment. I'll be so for real. PETA is a strange organization that I want nothing to do with. They don't make sense. What are you going to do now, art? Yeah, I'm going to be doing art. I'm going to be doing some fun warm-up poses because my arm is not at all warmed up. It is first thing in the morning. I just woke up. I got tea and I'm chilling. I also forgot to do the redeems again. I literally said that 3 times. I gotta remember. Stretch. Thank you for the posture check, Destin. And the breath redeem. How aerodynamic are those ears? They can flap pretty hard. I can get some good lift on them. You know? Pita's a type of bread that is delicious, and that's all I will recognize. We respect the bread in this house. We respect it. We do not do not disgrace the name of good pita bread. It deserves better. And also, Artie, thank you for the posture check. And Kaitus, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, this is good for my arms. Good stretching. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do some song warm-ups. So for those of you who don't know, it's a new thing that I've been doing for, I don't know, a couple weeks, where I will draw a pose, but I only have the length of a song to draw the pose. And so we're going to have fun with that as a warm-up. It'll be good. Little hydrate. I knew that was bound to happen. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm just pouring myself some more tea. Sorry, that's the loudest tea pouring I have ever heard. The ASMR is not here. Honey, doing art like Lightning McQueen here. I am doing my best. I want to get faster at art, and so the song drawing method is probably, like, song sketches is probably the easiest way to do that, is to give yourself a very short time limit with a good vibe, and then just draw for that amount of time. Pouring tea all by yourself, handsome. Are you pouring into the mic? No, I wasn't pouring into the mic. My mic is about 6 inches from my face. And the teacup was about 1.5 feet away from the mic. And I was like, this will be fine. And I poured it in. And I was like, pouring tea by yourself, handsome. Wow. Wow. It's like fried chicken in there. Goblin pours you a spot of tea ASMR. But yeah, I wasn't pouring tea into the mic. Arias, Herald of Darkness 13-minute song. That's not a bad idea. Legitimately, if you need more time, using a longer song is not a bad idea. I like to use songs that are 3 to 4 minutes because it forces my brain to not linger too long on polishing anything. So it's good for me. Okay, for now, talk to the audience here, but I'm waiting. Hi, Diamond, what's up? Also, Destin, thank you for the 300 shinies. I'm glad I live close enough to Les Schwab, and I can just walk home so I can watch La Humbity on my computer instead of my phone. Why is this worth shinies? I don't know, but they're shiny to me, so it's cool. Also, Chief Gardner, thank you for the 100 shinies. Did you know that you and Christmas lights have something in common? You both light up the room. Aw, that's cute. That's sweet. Thank you. If I make art of you and sell it, then use that money to buy myself your merch and give it your bits, that's okay? Yes. I think that is okay. Like, for a little bit, I was wary of allowing people to do art and of me and sell it, but honestly, I think it is totally fine. Like, the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, actually, this is okay. I'm very used to people, like... people have been very kind, and I do appreciate that, where people will ask me if it's okay to draw me, and I'm like, yeah, it is absolutely okay. The one thing is, like, I would appreciate not merchandising it, but selling, like, prints, I think is fine. That is, like, a weird gray area for me, where it's like, yeah, go on ahead. Because I think that is, if you do commissions of me, I think that is totally okay. Meta, you did not... Listen. Things my friends introduced me to is very funny. I found you via other streamers and loved the model and chill positive vibes. Oh, thank you, Sherlock. Thank you so much. I'm glad. The vibes are very fun in here. Y'all bring good vibes here, honestly, and I do appreciate that. It's free real estate. But yeah, like, I think it is totally fine, like, to draw art of me in whichever way you would like, and potentially sell them as prints. I think that is okay. The one thing to keep in mind is that if you do post it to social media, I do love to see it. Lurk while I work. Enjoy your work, Meta, and enjoy your lurk. The one thing to keep in mind is if it is not safe for work, I am probably not going to repost it or share it, simply because my social media is not 18 plus, and so I do try to keep that fairly clean for people who are visiting and don't want to get jump scared by it. In the future, I would like to make a not safe for work blue sky, simply because I would like to retweet some of the more risque fan art, as well as I could share my life drawing studies. The studies that have more explicit nudity, like just like artistic nudity, like some cute romance and shipping stuff that I draw. That would be fun, because then I could definitely make that space like 18 plus, because I could share without worrying about minors stumbling upon my work. You know what I mean? Balderot, did you rig your model? Can't help but notice the mouth rigging. Yeah, I drew it and rigged it from scratch. I made almost all of my models myself. A couple of gift models were from some friends like Demon Queen Vivi and Your Son. So cool. So cool that they made a model and gave them to me. It was so cute. But yeah, this one I made myself. Also, good morning, Toast. Jedi, what I found about humans consuming catnip is consuming catnip may cause sleepiness and slowed breathing like a sedative. Catnip is often consumed as tea, which can induce a sense of relaxation and mild sedation in humans. Huh. So I would be careful consuming it, because I know nothing about catnip. But interesting to know. Good morning. I'm working, just cut 50 pounds of lettuce. Good morning, Meta. I know I said it already, but I hope it's going well. 52 hits on R34. That's got to feel weird. C or OC use that way. So, interesting thing, Tamago. You bring up an interesting point where I have definitely seen not safe for work of me, and that's okay. Not safe for work is a very legitimate art, and I do genuinely appreciate not safe for work artists, because you learn so much from them. So much anatomy is put into not safe for work art that learning from them is really, really good. Especially when you get to the more anatomically correct proportion ones. You're like, oh, that's how you can foreshorten an arm. That's how you can simplify this so that it fits well. You know, it's really, really cool. The main reason that when I initially started streaming, I was a little hesitant about people drawing not safe for work for me was mainly because I did not want people seeing that artwork and bringing a horny vibe to my streams. Because for the most part, we don't really do that here. We're very much relaxed. We do mostly safer work and chill art and just talk about, fun stuff in life and keep it very, very relaxed. So it was mostly a way to make sure that the content of my stream and the audience of my stream was more aware of the vibe before coming into it, which is why, although I don't retweet or repost any of the not safe for work art, I am not upset by it. I am not upset by it. Listen, when you grow up as an artist online, you are well aware of Rule 34. And so in a way, you do have to kind of mentally prepare yourself and steel yourself and go like, people are going to draw this of me, and I can either decide to hide myself away, actively discourage it, or just accept it. And I choose to just accept it but not promote it, simply because it's cool. Like, someone saw my art and wanted to draw myself, my OC, and it's very cool. Like, someone was so inspired that they've made an art piece. That is insane. Art is hard, and it takes a lot of motivation to do it. So I appreciate those who put the effort in, Also, Dalvinus, thank you for the breather team. Captain Kip Up. I feel like I am very not safe for work, but it's mostly because I don't stick to my OSHA rules very well. See, that one, you do gotta be safe for work. Stick to your OSHA violations. It's for your safety. Honestly, I'm still wondering how you made Blue Sky welcome art sexy in its own way, but 100% not horny sexy at the same time. So that is an interesting thing that I can actually explain, because there is it has to do with the gaze, the type of camera work in compositions. And I can actually explain that today, which is very, very fun. I find it fascinating to study how compositions can give off different vibes, because when you go to art school and talk about art with teachers, and they are very good at explaining things, they can very much explain how drawing nudity can be very non-sexual, or it can be played up sexually. And it is a very, very good thing to learn. Honestly, I feel like everyone should learn the difference between sexualized nudity and desexualized nudity and how to draw it, because it makes for a very, very important distinction, and it allows you to critically think about whatever art piece you are consuming. It's very, very fascinating. I love art. To Lister, yeah, the lack of horny is nice, but the fishman standing is fine too. Yeah, I can have my crushes. There's an hour-long R34 documentary that was super interesting about the growth of that industry. Yeah, it is fascinating. I appreciate the vibe here a lot. Thank you. Destin should have just stayed at Les Schwab. They had my car ready at all of 10 minutes after I got home. Nah, good to be home and cozy. We love the wholesome vibes around here. Everyone get a cheers. Yeah. We chill. We're taking it easy. Desexualized nudity is like having to strip at the doctor for full physical. Yeah, so it is. But here's the thing. Even stripping at the doctor can feel very vulnerable. Even if it is non-sexualized. And some people have a hard time with the difference. There's different types of nudity, and I can explain it in a way that is not TOS breaking, which is lovely. Level 36 God, I'm too lonely, can't unsexualize it. I think that takes practice. I think it takes practice. So, someone, I think from Sweden, made a post one day where they were like, I think Americans are weird about sexuality because you have never been in a like hot house, or a hot tub, or like a sauna with your parents or your grandparents. You have never seen the old aging naked form, and so you don't really know what to expect. You haven't processed that, and I kind of agree with that to a certain extent. I don't know what the difference is, like, psychologically and developmentally, but I think once, especially in art school, once you start seeing the naked form more frequently because you have to study it, you understand that it is not a sexual thing. People's bodies are not inherently sexual. It is your body. It is your meat mech that you are piloting. you know? You can find it attractive, but you can also not sexualize it. And there are a lot of nuances and differences to it. You remind me of the sauna at the local low budget gym. Yeah, I'm fortunate that like while I was growing up, I was exposed to enough bodies that I understood like, oh, okay, this is not sexual. Like when you're at the swimming pool hanging out with friends, when you're going out to the beach, you kind of see that like this is not sexual. This is a place where people are just having fun and existing at the beach and enjoying the environment around them. And it can be a very, very good way to sort of start changing the way you think about bodies and how you appreciate them. It's very cool. The only body that's inherently sexual is mine because of how goddamn hot I am. That's some good confidence right there. That's some good confidence. So liking to draw anatomy and drawing parts of the body isn't bad? Absolutely not. No. I love drawing anatomy. I legitimately love it. I don't share the art because of TOS's and as well as minors on the platform, so I would rather be safe than sorry. But I feel like artistic nudity should be understood and studied a bit more, you know? I'm completely in awe of how expressive your model is. You're such a skilled artist. Thank you. I'm so glad the art turned out good. I'm so glad I rigged it well. Let's go. Myth. It's like an actor stripping on stage as an intimate scene. Non-sexual, meant to convey romance, vulnerability, trust. Yes. I was raised with naked sauna as the traditional way. Yeah, I think it was finished. So yeah. Like naked sauna is a very common thing. Like even if you look at Japan, and probably more commonly known one, there are hot springs where, although it is a gendered separation oftentimes, you do get to see different body types and different nudity where it is not sexualized. And I think that is really important because hiding nudity and the naked form it's not necessarily good, you know? It gives people a sense of like not knowing what their bodies can look like. And so when they see bodies in probably the only place that they are allowed to see naked bodies, which is porn, it gives an unrealistic idea of romance and sexuality and what bodies look like when they are being intimate. It's very unrealistic. And I don't think people process how unrealistic it is until they really start digging into it, and that could be tricky. I'm just opening up my drawing program real quick. There we go. Alrighty, shall we get to doing art? Because I can start off with a little lesson of the difference between sexualized and non-sexualized nudity, you know? I think that would be a good thing to learn. The effect is cute. But now we must focus. We must lock in and do art. Maybe it's something. Here for some shinies and shiny pile. Here are some shinies for the shiny pile. Thank you, Toast Bud. Thank you. I'm just getting the music set up. Let's listen to a different playlist just while I explain it. And then we will go from there. Journey to Baldur's Gate. Let's go. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet for y'all, too. It's very quiet for me, actually. Let me turn it up. There we go. Y'all might be able to hear it better now. My headphones are a little broken. I gotta get some new ones. I have to get specific ones, too, so that I can adjust the volume on them. But for the sake of explaining nudity and how nudity is non-sexual versus sexual, let me open up, actually, my blue sky picture. Because someone said earlier a very interesting point with how I draw my art style. This is... Where is my blue sky art? There it is. So this is the piece that they were talking about. This is pinned to my Blue Sky profile if you go to the top. Also, Lolardy, thank you for the resub. Happy 18 months. And Chaos Tyrant, happy 21 months. Welcome back. Legal to drink in the US. Let's go. Drink responsibly. So someone mentioned that, might want to bump it up? Absolutely. I'll do that. So someone mentioned that, like, this is nudity, kind of. This is kind of a baby doll outfit, but it is not horny. It is, how is it someone wearing basically underwear, but it's not horny? And there are a lot of answers to this, and there may be more answers than what I am aware of. But the main thing is kind of intention and the focus. So although it is basically a baby doll, the focus is not on the viewer. So with this, a lot of it is, this is not a sexualized pose. The angle is not one of the audience potentially doing anything sexual or penetrative with the character. It is also, the character is not paying attention to the viewer. The character is enraptured in something outside of themselves. This picture of me, I am not focused on looking hot or sexy or attractive. I am focused on the butterfly, something that gives me hope and enjoyment. The attention of the character is not on the viewer. The attention is on a different subject within the piece. The viewer is not even acknowledged, you know? That can lead to a different sort of thing where it can be voyeuristic, but this character is not trying to hide anything. This character is not acting embarrassed that they have been seen naked, which can be voyeuristic or perverted kind of feeling. It is, she is comfortable in it. She's comfortable in this outfit and is happy to see something, you know? The pose is also, the angle of the camera is not a down shot to see the titties better or the privates. It is not an upshot, or sorry, it's not a downward shot to sexualize or make the viewer's perspective better. It is not an upshot to get better view of the character's privates or something more angled. It is a lot more story focused, if that makes sense. Just a happy little goblin lady. Exactly, Bismack. Love the many design details hinting at the blue butterfly. Thank you. Yeah, I've tried to put in a bunch of them to re-emphasize the butterfly of Blue Sky. But yeah, so this, Blood Apps is correct. This is more of an artistic pinup. Pinups can also be sexual, but this is a little bit different. This is the kind of pinups that I really, really enjoy drawing because although the character is wearing a typically sexualized outfit, they are not themselves being sexualized. Crow feathers, because used to be Twitter. Used to be Twitter, now it's zitter or shitter, whatever people are calling it now. The term male gaze is used in film a lot, and I think it overlaps a lot with what you're talking about here. Yeah, so male gaze TM. I need to stress this. A gendered gaze is not inherently bad. It is specifically when we are talking about the sexualization of a character, which is so present in films that a lot of people don't realize it and don't recognize it. So nothing in this piece is being emphasized for a sexual purpose. Although the breasts are slightly exposed, you can see the lining of the underwear, the thighs are exposed, shoulders exposed. The camera is not pointing you to them. The camera of the piece's composition is not forcing you to look at them, you know? She shed beautiful feathers of the past and is wondering what the beautiful butterfly of the future. Kinda. You can interpret it many different ways. So let me draw an example of a sexualized piece versus a non-sexualized piece. A lot of it has to do with composition and camera, as well as intent. So let's do an example. Let's do a little example draw, because I have to draw anyways. The eyes guided to the face and butterfly. Yeah, the focus is the face. So let's draw some boxes for composition here. So I'm going to draw the same character pose, But I will show y'all the difference between what makes one feel more sexualized versus the other, despite it being the same pose. So a lot of it has to do with camera. So if a character is posing just regular T-posed. Well, this is less of a T-pose. This is more the VTuber model pose. This is not an inherently sexual piece. This is fairly normal. So this would not be a sexualized angle. The camera angle is not pushing the eye in a particular direction. Now, we can push that to make it more sexual. And sometimes this has to do with angles. Now, this is where explaining it gets tricky. So I want y'all to listen very carefully when I explain this, because this is a very hard nuance to make apparent. Now, I need to stress that drawing sexual pieces is not bad. I need to stress this. Art is not inherently bad, as long as it is not promoting anything harmful, you know, like intolerance or the sexualization of people who do not consent or cannot consent. There is really very little that I will have problems with, you know? So the difference between this is the camera angle. This can be seen as a more sexualized pose if the character is leaning forward and showing off cleavage. Now, this is where nuance comes through. This is not inherently sexual still. However, this is one of the aspects that can lead to a piece feeling more sexualized. That is one of those things where, like, that is internal baggage that even I have to deal with. Because seeing cleavage is not inherently sexual. It is the way that it is framed and the way that we have been raised to see breasts as sexual things. They are not. Come back to see people panicking about angles and thought we were intentionally misspelling angels. Yep. So angles can be used to accentuate the gaze. Another one would be, I'm trying to do this in a way that does not break TOS, by the way, so this is going to be a little bit more limited and less fully encompassing. So as the viewer, this is forcing you to look at the point of focus, which is probably up here. So that is what you are mostly going to be seeing, which includes titties. Once again, titties are not sexual. They are not always sexual. They're great. We love them. But stick with me. Not sexual. Awesome model. Thank you. I made it myself. First time here. I just want to say I love your voice and art style. It's also very cool to talk to listen to. Oh, thank you, Jude. So another one would be the opposite angle. And one of the things you will notice is that these compositions make the viewer a participant, you know? So something like this, like crouching above the camera. So these are points of view that will put you into not sexual positions, but more active viewing positions, you know? Now, I need you to really understand these are not inherently sexual. These are ways to make a piece feel more intimate. And intimacy is not bad. Intimacy should not be shamed, you know? So these kind of angles can push your focus to the body away from the face, you know? If you want to desexualize a piece, a lot of the times pulling back the camera to an angle in which you would take a picture of a friend is a good way of doing it. That is one way of doing it. However, this can limit your art abilities. drawing in perspective and with angles is good. It's a great practice for learning how to foreshorten and change perspective. A lot of it comes down to, let me write it down. So camera angle, I definitely know how to spell angle. Character expression, character focus, because look at where the characters are focusing. A lot of the times if the characters are focusing on the audience or even a sexual object, that can change the vibe of the piece. What's being drawn? Right now I'm educating chat on the difference between a sexual and non-sexual piece and what can make it feel more intimate versus not. I feel this is very good to learn because then it can help you kind of understand what we may consider sexual may not actually be it is sexual in some ways, you know? Dancing on the lines of TOS with elegance and also educational. Thank you. Yeah, I do like to keep things TOS. But it comes to let's see, character angle, character expression, camera angle, character expression, character focus. Because yeah, you can still be fully clothed and the piece can still be sexualized. Absolutely. Lex, I need this knowledge. Thank you. No worries. There was another one, because this is the piece we were talking about, where although I drew myself wearing a basically lingerie, it's not sexualized, you know? Composition, yes, snail space. Composition also really factors in. That's not the right letter. Composition. So these four things are pretty good. I feel like there's one more I'm missing. Oh, right, intent. So these four things, I'm so sorry that my line art is so thin. Thinking it, there we go. Y'all can read it a bit better now. But yeah, a lot of it boils down to camera angle, character expression, character focus, composition, and intent. So the intent is for everyone. So the intent of the artist. Is the artist trying to draw something sexual? Do they put that into their art? Is it the intent of the character to be sexualized or experience something sexual? Is it the intent of the audience to interpret something sexually? Because here's the other thing. Whether or not you intend for something to be sexual, it can still be interpreted that way. Some people will still look at this piece and go, this is a sexual piece. Even though I have done my best to make it not sexual, but kind of still wearing the attire, you know? It's a very fun experiment to, like, if you would like to practice this, something that is really good is try to draw your OC in sexual clothes without sexual vibes. It is a very good experiment for you to think about. And so interestingly, for my taste, this is just for me, like outside of this conversation, is like what I find most attractive is when people are wearing clothes that they are relaxed in, like nice, comfortable t-shirts, shorts. That to me is probably the most attractive thing people can wear. The clothes that you are at rest in and comfortable in are the most sexy things. I am not particularly into lingerie personally. I enjoy drawing it and I appreciate the aesthetic of it, but it doesn't really do much for me, honestly. So that's why to me, like, this piece does not get me going. Because it is not super sexual to me. It's just a beautiful dress. Yeah? Feels playful? Yeah. It's playful, but not in a teasing or intimate way. It is a kind of freeing piece that I drew that I really like. I love cozy jammies. Cozy jammies are great. But yeah, that is most of it. I can't draw too much of it without bordering on the verge of TOS, you know? There's expressions where the character's expressions also sell it. If the character is like blushing and doing something sexual, then yes, it will obviously be a little bit more of a sexual piece. But how the character looks and enjoys what is going on in the composition can change the vibe a lot too. I think it seems dreamy or sleepy. Yeah, kind of whimsical and soft was kind of the vibe I was going for. Vlad reminds me of the quote, there are always two people in the picture, the photographer and the viewer. Yes. That is always something to keep in mind, especially in this time where we live in the time of misinformation and information overload. When you see something that is outrage baity, ask yourself who's filming. Because so often when we see something filmed, we forget that there is a camera person, someone with an intent to record something that is happening, and think about what their intentions are behind it. Are they trying to make you mad so they can rage bait and have you constantly looking at their content, thus get money? Are they trying to be political activists and showcase some injustice that is happening? Are they trying to make you feel bad about yourself? Are they trying to sell you something? These are critical thoughts that I feel have gotten lost in the past or have never been developed enough. And it is something to really keep in mind with not just art, but media in general. Media literacy and being skeptical of what you see is important. Always ask yourself, who would benefit from this? Who would benefit from my attention being in this direction? You know? And sometimes the answer is simple. Sometimes people are stupid and they want to film something stupid. But sometimes, more often than not actually, it goes deeper than that, where someone is trying to get you angry about what they are angry about and recruit you to their cause, whether that be a noble one or a really unjust one. So be careful. Threadbare Goblin, thank you for the 300 shinies. Thank you. And Road Hunter, thank you for the posture check, hydrate, and breathe. Oh, getting taken care of. Beautiful. Faff and a Boot, thank you for the ear wiggles. Jedi, is there also an in-between, like when a woman is gently leaning forward with her hand out asking for a dance? That could be between sexual and non-sexual. Absolutely. That, I would not consider that sexual, because to me, sexual is explicitly like romance in the bed. That's what I see as sexual, you know? So if someone like offering their hand to dance or doing something romantic is not inherently sexual. It does not always lead to sexual intimacy. There is emotional intimacy that is very important and can be showcased. Depending on the person, it can be interpreted either way or neither way. You know? Cornmeal, intimacy is a great word. I love the word intimacy. I feel it is very important to have in people's life. Not just romantic intimacy, but like platonic and familial intimacy. It is so, so important. There are so many types of relationships, and I feel like trying to get everything out of one romantic partner is not fair to you or your partner. You need relationships outside of your core relationship to live a fulfilled and happy life. This overall discussion reminded me of a fanfic with a character who just enjoys cozy scarves. The author was going to jokingly add the tag Scarf King, except they discovered it was an actual pre-existing tag. Yep. Listen, people are into many things. More power to them, you know? Just be aware that you might accidentally stumble into them occasionally. Also, Lock and Loft, thank you for the sub with Prime. Row 100, thank you for the breathe, hydrate, posture check. I gotta remember to do those real quick before I start going off on another tangent. Oh. Whew. Cast downstairs the feet poop. Listen, I said this last night, I'll say it again. Nothing wrong with people who enjoy what they enjoy. I am not here to yuck your yum. Because more often than not, I'm gonna be so for real, the people who have a foot fetish are very respectful in other people's places. There are a lot of people who are very into very specific niches and fetishes, but they know to keep them to themselves unless the appropriate context shows up, particularly in streams. It is more often than not the people who meme on it and make it into an irony poison joke that are the most annoying. They are the ones who keep doing like foot sniffa emotes, or like when any feet are shown, they do that. And it's just, come on, get a better joke. Grow a sense of humor. A better one. Don't punch down, punch up. So why lots of people have love languages? Yeah. Here's the interesting thing. Love languages are not necessarily for other people to know how you love them, love languages are also for other people to let you know how to love them. That sentence can be a little confusing, but if your love language is gifting and making sure other people feel important to you by gifting them things, but another person's love language is not receiving gifts, is instead being shown like physical intimacy or words of affirmation, that's when love languages have to adjust, you know? You can still gift things so long as people are still comfortable, but you also, if you want to maintain that relationship, show love in ways that make them feel loved. It's not just how you love, it's how others feel loved too, and how you feel loved, because they can be different. Pumpkin Potion frames her bare ankles as sexualized because her characters from the 1930s. Yeah, that's a little joke. That's a little joke in her community, and that is okay. That is Pumpkin Potion's space, and Pumpkin Potion can do whatever she pleases. Destin, chat, do remember there are so many more people that have certain likes or kinks that they keep to themselves, and there are people that have them that are very vocal. The ones who are vocal are not always bad. The bad ones are honestly the minority in those communities. Yes. I won't say they're bad or good. I think some people are more vocal and some people are not. The main importance is being vocal in the right spaces. I don't like to show up to other people's stream and start ranting about how much I love art, because that's not really the time and place, especially if it's not my stream and it's not on topic. That is the important thing, is contextually knowing when to talk about things. But yeah, these are ways you can make a character feel a little less sexualized. Keep in mind, some people are very brain poisoned and will just think the female form is sexualized, or even the male form is sexualized inherently. Do not need to listen to them. It is not. Your body is not inherently sexual. It can be used sexually by yourself. You know, you can be sexual without being sexualized constantly just for your body. I hope that made sense. My rule is only make those kind of jokes if the streamer themselves make those jokes. Yep. Not from chat. If the streamer makes those jokes and encourages them, then it's safe to kind of play around in that space until the streamer would like to change topics. And then you're like, okay, we leave that and we move on. Is it a bad thing if it takes me a minute to realize it's not supposed to be sexual? Absolutely not. Sailor Man is absolutely not bad. It's actually quite nice that you take the time to absorb it and go like, oh, this is not sexual. Because here's the difference. You can appreciate the form and the art in a sexual manner, but understanding that bodies are not inherently sexual is still important. A piece can be sexual and you can enjoy it. But it is important to know the difference, you know? And it seems like even if it takes you a second, realizing that is good, you know? Never goon? No. Goon if you please. Do as you like, you know? Respectfully. All right, I'm just going to do a couple warm-up drawings. We can continue to talk about this because I find this topic very interesting, and it is one that even I haven't fully fleshed out, because there are more ways to make a pose. Because like let me show you this. Even this, to me, is still not sexual. This is not a sexual pose. This, to me, still not really a sexual pose. This is, to me, in order for something to be sexual, they have to be actively doing something intimate and sexual, and be really enthusiastic about it, you know? A lot of it comes down to enthusiasm, you know? There is nothing wrong with being sexual. These are just extra ways that you can kind of desexualize your piece if you would like, you know? Gong Honey return? Yep. There she is. She's ready. Thank you for listening. No worries. I'm always glad to talk about it, because even when I talk about it, I may not know everything, and I may realize things as I'm talking about the topic and learn as we go, because a lot of the times chat also has very important views on it that I had not potentially considered. As someone who likes VTubers but doesn't personally want to be horny about it, your vibe is much appreciated. Oh, thank you, Evan. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try to think about it like, for me personally, I enjoy that kind of content in its own separate space. Because I do find those jokes kind of funny sometimes when people are joking around, having fun, potentially making raunchy jokes. But that is not the kind of content I am interested in making. Because I don't know if I would want to moderate that kind of community. And in online spaces, it's so often a slippery slope. And so it's tricky. I'm gonna get the hand back up. There we go. Now y'all can see the hand. The hand. It's fair in its own space and how you run it. Exactly. You go into those spaces to experience those communities, but once you're out, you kind of just got to remember to separate yourself from them again and remember, like, okay, we're back to the regular rules of being respectful and chill until we get back into the comfort zone. Your art's beautiful, and someone not that familiar with art, I appreciate the piece. Oh, thank you. Howdy, Johnny. Good morning. Hope you're having a lovely morning. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Just chilling, taking it easy. I was going to do song warm-ups. So I think that'll be a good thing for me to do. Oh, I do love the Baldur's Gate music. We are going to do some song sketches, though. Once again, let me know if these are too loud. Just a reminder, song sketches are... maybe not Steven Universe right now. But song sketches are this thing that I do where I have the length of a song to draw a pose. So that's what we're going to do. I have been listening to a lot of Lee's music, as you can probably guess, from Arcane coming out. So, yeah. Lesson was very insightful. Thank you. Alright, let's go. The song is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Jeez. Okay. Tungsten, isn't it already out? So the first couple episodes are out, and the second half of the season is having a release date later. In your own words, honey, we just need to come together, be respectful, and we're not going to make it weird. Yep. Give me a piece of your heart you keep. Easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. Very simple pose for my brain. So we're warming up right now. You run the gambit, you can never plan it. Keep on breathing when you land it. If you give me a piece of your heart, you keep. Easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. I love this song so much. It's Two Worlds by Madge. If you give me a piece of your heart, you keep. Easy when we are a part of two worlds. If you give me a piece of your heart, you keep. Easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. You give me a piece of your heart, you keep. Easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. Alright, we're starting to warm up. Okay, getting the rust off. Let's go. Ooh, this one's 4 minutes. Okay, I got a little more time now. I don't have a description, so is it going to be spoilers for Arcane 2? No, so there will be no spoilers for Arcane 2 because I have not watched it. I'm going to pace myself and watch it later. Eyes on the puppet, and you're screaming your name, it's la la la, singing your name, la Is your scepter immortal now? 'Cause once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. There we go, right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom come. Everywhere. Next song should be some heavy metal? Perhaps. It might be. Gotta push the perspective a little bit. I'm on my knees begging for you. Thinking about casting spells. Once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. There we go, right into the sun, like it's the day my kingdom comes. Baby, where? You see how my drawings are still very loose and have a lot of flow, but not a lot of construction and rhythm, because I'm still warming up, baby. A lot of the times before a stream, I get these sketches out. That way, I can have a lot more control and be ready for stream. A beautiful singing voice. Thank you, Rock. There we go. Okay, I'm starting to get the anatomy down now. Let's go. Oh, a little stretchy. This is Gods by League of Legends? Yeah, it is. What's a good metal song? Ooh, actually, The Other Side's a good one. That was a good song. I like that song quite a bit. You're preaching to the choir. This is from the Trolls movie. Listen, it's good. If you think I'm a lie, just try it for yourself. Gods are open up, the skies are willing. I know that's so hard to go away. Gods are open up, blue skies are willing. This is from the second Trolls movie. It's the other side from Trolls World 2. Time you start to feel like you're losing your shine, grass ain't always greener on the other side. I feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Hey, you stop stressing about what you're missing. So blue. Heart of gold, it's a shame to go to waste. The ground's well up and up, blue skies are willing. but you can turn the time. You start to feel like you're losing your shine. The first song was Two Worlds by Madge. Or Madge. M-A-D-G-E. It's a Valorant song. You start to feel like you're losing your shine. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Just take it from me, you'll be okay. 'Cause it don't matter how sweet it tastes. The grass ain't green, no worry. Losing sleep, still want it. Hey, yeah, you can. Hold it high, you wanna run it back, but you can turn the time. You start to feel like you're losing your shine. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. You start to feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Ooh, this is Villain from KDA. Okay, different vibe entirely. Tony, I should think of good songs. There are a lot of good songs out there. I know I could be so gone. No more bite, no bark. I'd like to get you way off guard. And take you. This playlist is basically League and Valorant. Time to risk my life, not afraid to die. Time to make you cry, time to put a price all up on our head. Do just what I said. I'm thinking of the Ariana Grande sitting on the chair pose. Song is Villain Kid. Yeah. Luckily, I'm at least somewhat familiar with the number of League songs. Yeah, I love League songs. Honestly, I've never played League. I love their media. Their songs are great. Time to risk my life, not afraid to die. Time to make you cry, time to put a price all up on your head. Do just what I said. Life isn't dead, you're my voice up in your head. What you feel, you full of dread till you go. See, this can be interpreted as a sexual pose, kind of. It's more of a flirty and teasy one, but still can be considered in the same genre. But I think it's more of the vibe. Like, again, the attention and the vibe of the song is there. Whoop. All right, Hades 2, let's go. Oh, just look at how it started versus, like, where it's at now. It's funny how it works. The media is better if you don't play League? Gotcha. Good. Don't play Super Toxic Community and they stole the Toothless meme a while back. Yeah, I saw that. It was not good. You must die now. I am gonna close your eyes and drown you to death. I am gonna close your eyes and drown you to death. Can you tell I like drawing smug, confident characters? This is a bully kind of pose. Thinking of like the was it Hime-sama laugh? I am gonna close your eye and drown you. I am gonna close your eye and drown you to death. I am gonna close your eye and drown you to death. I think the eyelids need to be a little bit more closed. Yeah, something like that. You ever think of doing Inktober stuff with goblins? Yeah, I thought about it. But to me, Inktober is a great way to burn out. It turns art into homework in a weird way, and I am not into that. And the reason I can do it with commissions versus homework is that it being an everyday thing will drain me. I'll have to creatively think of new things, and my brain will try to top the last one I did every time. It's just a whole mess. I've gone down this road before. And drown you to death. I am gonna close your eyes and drown you. I am gonna close your eyes and drown you to death. I am gonna close your eyes and drown you to death. Quick pause in the music. I need to recover. Whew. All right, that pose. I think I overthought it a little bit, but that's why we do these exercises. All right, that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We'll scooch these over. I think the third and fourth pose are probably the best ones. But you can see how I'm starting to get warmed up now. We're getting good. We're getting there. My line art's starting to come together now. And when I'm left on my own devices, I'll get frozen with choice. That's what I like art classes because it gets me to draw. Yeah, art classes are lovely. Oh, love you, Stretch. Thank you here for the hydrate and Milk's Eggs fabric softener. Thank you for the posture check. Let's take a little sippy. Maybe overthought it looks very siren. Yeah. All right, one sec. I am stretching. Oh, gotta stand up and stretch my hips. Like all these poses? Yeah, they're fun. Oh, it's fun because like I know the songs. I've listened to them before, so I know what kind of vibe to go for. So it takes a little bit out of the creative thinking process because I already know what I'm going to be creating and the vibe. It's just the pose and actually drawing it. I love the magic pose. I went a little ambitious with the perspective, especially for the second pose, but it worked out pretty well. My brain woke up and was like, oh, actually, we're doing this? Sure. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Oh, let's go. Alrighty, scooch up. Okay, there we go. I'm at my seat. So the pose gets decided from the song? Yeah, I just go I am gonna claw out your eyes and drown you to death. I do love the sirens. I'm gonna scooch. Oh, actually, I drew them so small. Just kidding. We're fine. We're fine. I like the second one a lot. It feels like a smug, low-level mage is casting some weak spell but acting like they're incredibly powerful. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if smug's the right word, but my face just looks smug, apparently. That's just what my face looks like. Alright, one sec. I gotta put some lip balm on because it is getting crackly on my lips again. Smug resting face. Truly, I do have smug resting face. And drown you to death. I am gonna claw out your eyes and drown you to death. Artie, thank you for the breather, team. Smug gremlin honey, the most natural form of honey? Yeah. I do got that face that do be smug. Alright, so let's see. What is the next song? Alright, YouTube recommended. It's just random. Random, let's go. Miku. My playlists are vibes everywhere, but we love Miku. I'm talking Miku, Miku, you. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, you. Welcome in, Bood. How was art? What were y'all drawing? Welcome on in, Raiders. You came just in time for the Miku playlist to kick in. Right now, we're doing a thing called song sketches, where I have the length of a song to draw a pose. And so I'm listening to this Miku song, thinking about how I want to draw a pose before the time limit goes up. But hi, Jackson. Welcome in. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, you. But I hope y'all had a lovely stream. Right now we're just chilling, taking it easy. This is my warm-ups because my arm is not warmed up, so we're doing this. Yeah, this pose is not working out that great. I got distracted. That's okay. I think the downside of this one is I started with an unclear line of action. It's kind of everywhere. this is a hell of a boss song. Yeah, the pose started out a little weak. I think if I'd started out with more of a pose like this, it would have been stronger. But that's okay. That's part of the warm-up phase. Flood's about to hit Louisiana. Please get out of there and be safe. Get to high ground. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do in floods. Oh, let's go. Levy, just take a little stretch. Today I learned streaks are a thing. Yeah, I still don't really get streaks. I guess it's just how many streams you've been in a row. But also, Boo, thank you for the raid. Thank you for trusting me with your community. If you gotta rest after stream, absolutely no worries. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna take a little sip of my tea again. Square King, good thing it's not hidden yet. Good. Be safe. Trying to find a longer song because a lot of these songs are short right now. Songs have gotten really short, if anyone else has noticed. Like they've gone from like 3.5 minutes to like 2 minutes almost. Coming with a happy save. Thank you, Pestle. Yes, I save. Extra channel points the more streams to attend consecutively. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm thinking it's stuck in my head now. Dang it. Alrighty. Next song, let's listen to... Stop it. Viku, I love you. Not now. Start something. Anything. Love in Paradise. Let's go. I love the emotion you're able to convey with your line work. Thank you. It's been 10 years since I last saw you. Back in my day, 5-minute song was the average. Oh my gosh. 5 minutes of music. Unheard of. Whoa, let's see where you've been. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. One wrong move and you're done for. Everything I saw in a past romance. The pose that came up for this in my brain is different vibes, but still fits. Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while. I swore that you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope? Anyways, I've got all we could want here, all you could need here, just you and me, my dear, my love for life. Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time. I'm what you want here, I'm what you need here, just you and me, my love in paradise. Now till the end of time, from here on out you're mine, all mine. I'm no bet, I'm a married man, oh handsome you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die. You're adorable, bow down now to the immortal Calypso, here to entertain. But fear not, I bring no pain, 'cause we got all we could want here, all we could need here. Under my cell we're stuck in paradise, no one can come or go, my island stays unknown. I don't belong here, there's something wrong here. I won't be drawn to love in paradise, not till the end of time. There is no way you're mine, all mine. Good luck on the grind, Meta. You take it easy. Thanks for visiting and stopping by. I appreciate it. Can take a heavy toll. All I hear are screams. You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've sacrificed. Every comrade I long knew, every friend, I saw them die, and all I hear are screams. Love of my life, come back to paradise. I know your life's been hard. I'll stay inside your heart. I love you, my dear, I love our time here. Life would be so much worse if you had died. Please stay away from harm. Stay in my open arms. Whatever we face will be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Alright, I'm starting to overthink poses. I think that should be enough then. I'm starting to think too hard and the poses are not coming out right. But they came out really good down here. Not that one. Alright, thanks for the ear wiggles. But yeah, Blaze, I listened to the new Epic Saga as it came out. It was quite fun. It was quite fun. You got me hooked on Epic. I listened to that all my last work shift. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it so, so much. But alright, these are pretty good warm-up poses. Excuse me. Hello, Kaito. Welcome in. If I watch enough of Honey Gobbo, I may learn to draw the body through osmosis. You won't know until you try. So I did hear Calypso. Good to know my mind wasn't trolling me. Yeah, it was Calypso. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Alright. Let's finish cleaning up the bard pieces. I love you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much worse if you had died. Please stay away from harm. Stay in my open arms. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. No matter the place, we could light up the world. We'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend. Claude, do you play D&D? Yes, I play D&D. Open Arms is still probably one of my top songs. Honestly, it's so good. We're going to finish cleaning up, baby. Let's go. Then after the polish, I could probably post these. Oh, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend. I want to listen to Two Worlds. I'm gonna listen to it again. The irony of Calypso being trapped on the island, claiming to love Odysseus while also keeping trapped there. Yeah, it's not healthy. All right, hands time. Scylla and Different Beasts are firmly tied. Ooh, they are good. I run the gamut, but I can never plan it. I keep on breathing when I'm landed. When I run the gamut, but I could never plan it. I keep on breathing when I'm landed. If you give me a piece of your heart, you keep easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. Get in the Water is good. I think Dangerous is probably my favorite off of that saga. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anytime you clock a butterfly, I flip the switch, keep a secret of me come inside. Mm-hmm. And never planned to keep on breathing when you landed. If you give me a piece of your heart, you keep easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. Could the bow of the violin be used as a blade weapon? Probably as a blunt instrument, maybe. Wouldn't do too much. Anything Honey sings automatically becomes my favorite. Thank you. I like my music. Give me a piece of your heart you keep easy when we are a part of two worlds. If you give me a piece of your heart you keep easy when we are a part of two worlds. There could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. If you give me a piece of your heart you keep easy when we are a part of two worlds. It could be nothing, maybe it's something. Keep your eyes on me. Soul Dude, you gonna head out? Take it easy. You have a good lurk, alright? You with your mind. If you think I'm alive, just try it for yourself. The grounds will open up, the skies are willing. Grounds will open up, blue skies are willing. But you can hold it high, you wanna run it back, but you can turn the time. You start to feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. You start to feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Heart of gold, it's a shame I go to waste. The grounds will open up, blue skies are willing. But you can turn the time. You start to feel like you're losing your shine. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. I start to feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Are you part of a streaming group or actually play D&D or mainly private? It's private. It's most of my friends. It's some of my friends that I play D&D with. I do not stream it. Streaming D&D I feel can be really stressful because sometimes the campaigns, the character arcs do not happen well. They don't finish well. And so it can feel disappointing to the audience if that doesn't happen. But that is the nature of the game and how the dice roll. I just burped and audibly apologized to my screen. It's a good habit to make whenever you burp. I do it all the time, even when there's no one around. Start to feel like you're losing your shine, but the grass ain't always greener on the other side. More League music, let's go. I don't know how to sing Korean, so I can't keep up with the song. I do need to ask, is it a normal violin or is it enchanted? I would think it's a normal violin. If it were enchanted, I think it would just play some enchanting tunes. What about KDA? Yeah, it's KDA. Hi, Curly. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We're just cleaning up some line art right now. His life upon the throne. Gotta do this hand, I forgot. Your OC is so cute and you're very talented. Hope your days go well. Thank you. It's kind of you to say. Thank you. Apparently, Katie is coming out with more in 2025. Yes. Yes. I'm excited. I do like Katie's music. It's very fun. Very, very fun. What happened to the KDA music videos? They're still there. Like, they take a long time to make. Whew. All right, little stretch, because I can feel it in my back. I want to listen to We'll Be Fine. I had a friend before and he was a lot like you. I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too. And then we grew apart. Then his light went dark. And so I thought maybe if I made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe we'd be fine. Maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I got another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that right. I could sleep at night. Athena, I don't know who your friend is. I don't know what he's like, but my time with you's been splendid. The best day of my life, 'cause I got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think he'll mind. If not his friend, then mine. Maybe to fall is to learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I don't think you'll be fine. And not it's like you'll find. You're a good kid. Hi, Equanimity. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. If not his friend, then mine. That song is so hopeful and so nice and so good. Telemachus's voice is so good there. I love it. Not his friend, then mine. Telemachus is such a mood. I got into a fight and I didn't get killed. Best day ever. Yippee! Thank you, Mr. Laughable. I'm glad you like my voice. Oh, I want to listen to Open Arms. Oh, let's go. Another epic musical. I heard you're a good kitten and went, ha, me. The jump core is real. True. I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword and upset. Why should we take when we could give? You should show a person that you trust them. When you stop and lower your guard, you think we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. My friend, greet the world with open arms. We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will get this place into blazes. Yep, this is epic. When you greet it with open arms, whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Hello, Dingy. Good morning. This song is Open Arms from the epic musical. Look at the way this flute. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus. It controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave? You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. What in your face? There is so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it? We'll light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Look at the way this flute is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. Yeah, they don't make flutes like they used to. Oh. The Lotus guys aren't like that in real story, but you did say loosely. Yeah, it's very loosely adapted from the original. Thing is, because you'll need to download your archive in advance. They make it at least 24-hour delay after putting in the request to archive to actually be able to download it. Oh, have you downloaded the archive? No, I haven't yet. Feel free to send me a link on how to do that, Diggy. I'm figuring it out. Such an amazing singing voice. I try and join in, but I can't. It feels like it diminishes your performance. Nah, listen, we're all here to sing together if you feel it. Gotcha, baby. Thank you, Diggy. I appreciate it. And it's alright. Living sorrow away from home, stuck between the neon lights. Do you want me to spend some time sitting next to you? Do Is there more than meets? Is there more than meets the eye? There is a boy in the corner of the coffee shop. He's got his eyes fixed on the screen. He's taking pictures of his empty cup like it's the cover of a magazine. And it's... Man, I forgot how to do this part. We're changing up the direction of this. Static makes you wonder why. Do you want me to spend some time sitting next to you? Do you wonder why? Is there more than meets? Is there more than meets the eye? Necroaura, thank you for the sub. Welcome on into the tavern. I hope you're doing well. Thing is, I just finished up perfecting my script. Now I'm going to test it in my own archive. I got one for sure works, but is slower, and one that I'm confident will work and be faster, but needs to be tested. Gotcha. Okay. Classic Carl girl. Or car girl. You should really be a singer. You have a great voice. Thank you. Being a singer requires you to be able to perform in front of people, and that is tricky. That's hard. First time catching the stream. I usually watch the YouTube VODs to calm my anxiety down a bit. Glad I was able to catch it live for once. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying the VODs. I'm glad I've been updating them. Whew. I've fallen behind for sure, but that's okay. They're coming. Is there more than meets the eye? Is there more than meets the eye? You perform great every stream? Thank you. Y'all don't see me though. Y'all see this model, which is easier for me. I also appreciate the VODs. Good. I'm glad y'all are appreciating the VODs. I did fall behind. I went on vacation and I fell behind. That is on me. We're on the Ren Fair Arc of VODs now? Yeah. Some of them are a little out of order. That's okay. I lost the order, unfortunately, and so we're just catching up. It's cool. You can say that we are nothing, but you know the truth. I guess I'm the fool. But your arms are like an angel through the car sunroof. I don't wanna call it off. You don't wanna call it love. You only wanna be the one that I call baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars. It's tilted on perspective. Good. Make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. Ooh, so high. I love Good Luck, Babe. It's such a high song. Who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair, and get tried. It's not fair. I just need a little loving. I just need a little air. I think I'm gonna call it off. She's using falsetto there. Gotcha. The only one I love, someone who calls me baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars. Shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are. Make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. When you wake wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. And when you think about me, all of those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. I told you so. You know I hate to say, but I told you so. Thank you, Erline. And no excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Alright, last bit of the clothes. Scarf. I'll call it a scarf because it's kind of a scarf. Jen, I'm gonna lurk since I'm in a local Lego store. Plus, ooh, may or may not be back before you end. Have fun fleeing a liar in Arctic. Thank you. Have a good time in the Lego store. Does Honey have little spikes on her harp? Must be if a threat gets too close. A little bit of something for protection. Who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair. I gotta try. It's not fair. Which artist was this? That was Chapel Roan's Good Luck Babe. Very good. I'm gonna take a quick pause. We're just gonna listen to Baldur's Gate while I eat a egg tart. Let me just... Snack time! Little bit of time to chill, take it easy, appreciate how our mornings are going, and eat food. It's so important to eat food. Egg tart. Yummy. Ah, that's cute. Send the instructions with screenshots to your DM. Thank you, Dingy. Oh my gosh. Man, my friends are so helpful. What the heck? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll do it right now. Thank you, Dingy. This is actually something that I should do right this second. Perfect. Settings, privacy. There we go. And then download archive of your data. Okay, good. I didn't put it anywhere. I'm just archiving my Twitter stuff right now. Sorry, it paused my tracking. No. Okay, that should be good. There we go. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Dingy. That is very, very important. Thank you very, very much. Whew. Okay, now we can chill and eat an egg tart. Oh, I'm very fortunate I have so many friends looking out for me. It's a fun exercise in reminding me what I actually like about programming. Oh, really? We can do a quick call to get taken care of. Thank you, Dingy. How about a save for the nice progress? Yeah, good idea. We'll save right there. As I eat the egg tart. Oh, this is so flaky. I gotta move my keyboard so that I don't get any crumbs in it. Don't want to get crumbs in your keyboard. It's just not good for it. It's just not good for your keyboard's health. We must be better to our technology. Oh gosh. Come on. There we go. Okay. Removed it. Good. And now I bite into it. I eat the egg tart. Oh gosh, it's so crumbly. One sec. I I gotta grab a plate for this. One sec. I gotta grab a plate for this. It's so crumbly. I think it's called like a Portuguese egg tart. It's good. It is so much more crumbly than I expected. It's gonna get crumbs everywhere. No crumblies. My butt's so sore still. My dad kicked my butt in pickleball, and now I'm just like, ugh. Sitting down is pain, but standing up is also pain. It's okay. Being sore is good for you. It means your muscles are growing, and your muscles are taking care of themselves. You know? All part of growth. What is an egg tart? If you look up Portuguese egg tart, you will see. There we go, I'm back. Oh, a little scooch forward. I love the Baldur's Gate music. It's so good. Quabbly egg tart. All right, perfect. Little sip. Gasoline, thank you for the breather, Dean. I refuse to eat over my keyboard. No, I sit back, have good posture away from my keyboard, and bring my plate to my mouth. It's club. The keyboard's not allowed to have snacks. Just for little old moi. So, you know, good. Don't die forgetting to breathe. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If we try doing a handstand then, probably won't help, but it could be fun. It could be fun. I want to get back into doing handstands. I used to be able to walk around a little bit on my hands. And it was so much fun. I want to be able to do those again and then be able to do handstand push-ups. That's a big goal of mine. I want to do handstand push-ups, but I got to get back into doing handstands first. Yeah, if I practice, I can do it. It's all about practice and being safe. Home. So if you don't know what pickleball is, look it up. It's a sport. It's a fairly new sport, actually. Alright, good snack break. Good snack break. Handstand push-ups sound like what you want to do if you want to challenge Goku someday. Goku can already do that. I already know this. But do you know how impressive that would be? How cool would that be if I could do that? Homie, I could be so cool. That would be the coolest party trick to pull. To be like, oh yeah, honey, what's your skill? And I don't have time to draw them something. I don't got time to whip out a drawing. I just go, oh, you want to see something cool? And just do a handstand and start doing push-ups. That would be sick. I'd be very impressed with you. Thank you, Dingy. Thank you. I already know that Dingy's proud of me. Now I gotta impress him. Dog, you know how they say you should try everything at least once? Maybe not everything at least once, but trying a bunch of things once is probably good. But if I try it a bunch of times, I'll get good at it. Blood aspects, the posture check. Honey would be the buffest art goblin. Honestly, I was pretty strong, but now I gotta work to get it back. That's how it goes, you know? You don't stay strong all the time. You have dips, and that's okay. That's part of life. Just gotta get it back. Howdy, partner. Howdy. Alrighty, snack time is over. Ooh, right, my art glove. Gotta put my art glove back on. Where'd I put it? Honey, where'd you put your art glove? It keeps disappearing. Did I knock it over? What have I done? What? Where is it gone? Am I sitting or rolling on it? One sec. This is very important. Maybe it's... Is it in the kitchen? No, it shouldn't be in the kitchen. What is going on? Put it in the fridge? You know what? I will check, because I will not put it past myself if I put things in the fridge. Sometimes I do that. Okay, no, it's not the kitchen. Well, that's good at least. It's not where it's not supposed to be, but it's not where it's supposed to be. So, Alrighty. Did I put it down here by accident? Did it fall? How do I go through so many art gloves? How do I go through so many art gloves? You have one Cintiq, honey. How do you go through art gloves so fast? Oh. It fell off my desk. It fell off my desk onto my second desk. And I did not see it because it is black and so is my desk. They blended into each other. I see. I see. It was next to me the whole time. Listen. I don't need anyone to make fun of me. I make a fool of myself. I already make a fool of myself. Also, art glove, what's that? So an art glove is specifically a glove that covers just the pinky and ring finger of your drawing hand. What it is it reduces friction and allows you to draw really nice and smoothly on your tablet screen. It also, if you are like me and you sweat a lot, it also keeps your screen from getting super sweaty. So yeah, it's good for art, especially drawing digitally. Some people have compression gloves. If I'm not mistaken, those are things that exist. And that is to help something in their hands and their blood flow. I don't have a compression glove. I just have a regular art glove. I don't need someone to make fun of me. I do that on my own. Exactly. I'm funny in many ways. It makes sense how handy. How handy. Does it help with carpal tunnel? It can, but not in the way you think it might. It can help with carpal tunnel in that it can allow your hand to do really smooth, large motions along the screen, so you are less likely to just do small, repetitive motions. But in terms of actually preventing carpal tunnel, nothing will prevent that more than resting and having good posture when you're drawing that. That is probably the best thing you can do. What the? Get back here. Compression gloves help with blood pressure. I think so. It's blood flow or blood pressure. I know athletes can wear them. Like Serena Williams had to wear them, but yeah. Vandalbro, hi! How's it going? Welcome on in, Raiders. Oh, Vandalbro, did I get to see... what were you streaming? How was your stream? Surprise, bitches. Let's go. How was your stream, Vandalbro? How were you doing? I got to lurk a little bit right as your stream was starting. I love your model. It's 3D short stack and it looks very, very cool. I like it quite a bit. I hope you're doing well. I got to see the animated art you were working on. Were you working on that again? Because it's very good. I like it quite a bit. Clip Studio is a fun program to animate in. It does take a little bit of learning though, for sure. Oh gosh, I'm honored. It's great. Your art is lovely. Yeah, we were actually. I'll show you all the. I forgot I did it. I keep forgetting I drew this. But yeah, we're cleaning up a harp sort of drawing right now, and before that we were doing some warm-ups. They were pretty good. I think these ones are the best ones. These two kind of fell off a little bit, but Honestly, these are the best ones. I like them quite a bit. We're doing some foreshortening practice and rambling as I often do. Oh, nice. Foreshortening practice is so tricky, but it's so important. It's so important to get good at it. The third one, dancing, is adorable. Yeah, this one's cute. I wanted to get more short stacky proportions like the pieces I'm currently working on. But usually when I'm warming up, my brain is more focused on humanoid proportions, because that's what I used to draw so often in art school, is I would draw more human style proportions for warm-ups and then get into the more stylized characters. So it's pretty normal. It happens quite a bit. Saw these, they look so cute, and your bard stuff's turning out beautiful. Thank you so much. If y'all would like to see some really good art, I would recommend checking out Bandlebro. Very good art. Also 18 plus, so do keep that in mind. Minors, be gone from their content. But yeah, excellent short stack work. So lovely. Oh, thank you for the resub. Happy 18 months. Bandlebro's art is great stuff. Yes, totally not kicking my feet. I'm kicking my feet and giggling. I'm tee-heeing. Yeah. It's lovely to see you. I hope you had a lovely stream and you're getting something good to eat now. Thank you again for trusting me with your community. I do appreciate that. Love seeing Honey and Bandlebro gush for each other's art. Listen, there are so many skilled artists. It is insane. I love seeing their work. Bandlebro's art has such expressiveness and such a way with the proportions of like yordles and goblins. I love to see it. I love studying it and kind of learning how I can implement that in my art. Because currently, this is the harp. The other one. Grab the other one. This is probably the best I have gotten to drawing my style version of short stack. Just because I want to make sure that when I draw short stacks, it reads as adult, because a lot of the time short stacks can sometimes be mistaken for younger characters if they do not have particularly large busts or hips. But because my bust and hips are not particularly pronounced, I wanted to make sure that I could still convey adult proportions in a short stack form without having to overemphasize the feminine feature or the adult femme features, you know? Vandal, absolutely, especially if they aren't extremely curvy. Yeah, exactly. So it took a lot of practice and a lot of getting used to it. A lot of it is in the head, big head. A lot of it is in the head, but a lot of it is also in the proportions of the body. It's a very delicate balance depending on what you're going for, and it's great to reference other short stack artists who know what they're doing to see how they do their skeletons and the bones underneath. Because even if you take away the thickness of the character, the anatomy still lines up with kind of adult proportions. And that is a really cool thing to study. You and Bandle are a couple of very skilled potatoes. I'm proud of your hard work. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bandle, I'm bouncing off the walls. I felt so bad when you raided last time. You were like, yeah, I did some animating in Clip Studio. And then you sent it, and then my brain ADHD'd so badly. I felt so bad that I did not see the link to the post until after the stream. I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. It was so good. Oh, but yeah, I do recommend Bandlebro's art, legitimately. The skirt of what you want to call it on that violin piece is such a nice touch. Yes, I love the like half skirt look. The half skirt look is beautiful. I don't know how to look up this skirt or describe it, because whenever I look up references for it, they don't really exist. And so my brain is like, we're just going to make it up. We're going to have fun with it and make it up. No, that's okay. I'm so honored you liked it. It's so good. It's very nice. Man. Quite often, I'm fortunate that so many artists know me and are like, wow, it's out of your art's great. And I'm like, nuh-uh. Uno reverse. What do you mean? Your art is great. It's so cool. I love artists. Artists are so cool. They give me such good ideas and drive to make art as well. But yeah, right now we are just polishing up this piece. I don't feel like drawing the feet. But we're drawing the scarves right now. The heck you mean, nuh-uh? Nuh-uh. No, you. What do you mean? Full troop of goblin waifu bards going to my next D&D campaign. Yeah. Goblin bards, baby. They're sometimes a little silly and whimsical and fun. Oh, that is too small of a pen. Yeah, that's better. I love goblin bards. Probably because I am one, but that is okay. I may be a little bit biased. How do you set up on Blue Sky? Yep. Actually, if you look at the top of the chat, it is pinned. That is my Blue Sky. That is where I'm going to be posting art. Because this week I am going to be purging art and most of my posts from the sites. I'll still be using Twitter for my announcements and reminding people that I got a Blue Sky. But Blue Sky is where I'm going to be posting all my art. So after I finish clearing off Twitter, I will be posting my backlog of all of my old art. I'm like, nah, don't sweat it. It is an easy thing to miss. There's always so much going on screen. It is easy to miss small details like that. Vanderbilt. I only got one sketch cleaned up mostly. Everything else I did for 4 hours was so messy. I love how quickly you get gestures and poses down. Oh, thank you. I do this exercise. I was talking about it earlier, but I do this exercise of, I call them song sketches, where you have the length of a song to draw a pose. That's what the original warm-up drawings were, these ones. These songs were about 3 to 4 minutes, and so they're songs I already know, so I know what vibe they are, but I have to get an idea of what I want and put it down quickly. And so sometimes it turns out great. Like, I love this dancing pose, and I love this casting pose. Sometimes the warm-ups are a little rough, and then sometimes I overthink the poses, and I'm like, these could be a lot stronger, so I try to do corrections of them. But they do come up with some really fun poses. Speaking of Twitter, I already did a clean sweep except for the retweets. Nice. Nice. But yeah, my Blue Sky is where I'm going to be posting my art. It'll be a nicer collection, too, because Twitter, it's hit or miss sometimes with the media tab, because sometimes the media tab is like GIFs and reaction stuff, and I'm like, dang it, I wanted a clean feed. But I don't usually post reaction GIFs. I usually just post my own art. Doppelganger, I'm gonna poof now, get back to work. Have a good shift at work. Excuse me. I had an egg tart just come back up. Pardon. Oh, this is so good. I love this so much. Have a good stream. Thank you. I'm so envious of artists' ability to be messy and sloppy for the sake of concepting. It is tough. It is absolutely tough because my brain... looking at this was my... Not this one. This was my rough. You can see it, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Look at all of this. I'll turn it up for y'all so you can see better. I just realized that I could probably see it better than you guys. But, like, how do you read this? How do you read what's going on there? What is in there? Which line is correct? And concepting is just that. It's just the sloppiest, sketchiest lines, getting it out on paper, and then you just start to polish it afterwards and go like, okay, these are starting to look more of what I am searching for, you know? Flashbang. I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but it'll be fun, you know? Today was definitely a dynamic pose practice day. It's so tough to do and I want to get good. Same. I always feel like my poses can be more dynamic. They can always be more dynamic and have more perspective. And I have felt like that my entire life. I don't think that is something that will ever go away. But it's something that I will constantly grow at. And that's great. An earwig gonna hydrate? Oh, thank you, Jackson. I did miss it. Well, thank you for the earwiggles. Oh, and a good stretch just for good measure, and hydrate from Jackson. Garanko, it's just chipping away at loose form until you find the right detail. I sketch messy as heck too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, tea. Myth, how do you read it? Same as you read anything else. Left to right, top to bottom, or right to left, bottom to top, or upside down. Read it any way you want. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you just learn. I don't know how to explain it. You just learn. With enough practice, you get there. All right, we gotta do the scarves. The effect of your hand drawing on screen is very cool. Thank you. It's a game called V-Hand. It's about $10-ish on Steam. I think it's a little more now that it's released. Because I got it on sale. And it's a customizable hand you can use. It's very, very cool. Best part of Blue Sky? Not as toxic. Yep, and keep it that way. If someone's bothering you, don't worry about it. Just block and move on. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing that you saw what they posted. Old Tumblr curation rules. Grab across the effect. Oh, my bad. I get impatient part of the way through. The longer I work, the less fun it feels, but then I want to keep going because I need to finish it. It's hard because falling in love with the process of creating art can be so tricky. The brain wants instant gratification, so you kind of have to train it to not want that. And oh boy, in our modern age of instant gratification and fast media, it is so tricky to train your brain out of that. I'm very fortunate that, like, as I was growing up, my parents limited my amount of social media and technology. Not because they felt it was controlling. They were like, we don't understand this, and we want to make sure that things are okay. Plus, let's keep you interested in sports for your own physical health. And I'm like, that's a great idea. No matter how many times I see your model, I'm super impressed. Never gonna get tired of it. Or your voice, to be honest. Both fit you too well. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mashiro. Is Honeygon gonna stay a warm-up, or should she join the band? I think she'll join the band. I think it'll be a lovely addition. You know? I grew up playing challenging games. I just approached art with a similar mindset. It really helped me out. Ah, that could work, yeah. I'm getting to that level where while I'm at work, I'm looking more and more forward to going home to draw. Good. Good, I'm glad. When you start posting more on Blue Sky, Honey, will you post your reference? Yes, I will be posting my reference. For now, it is just the introductory post to Blue Sky, which I really like, but I will be posting my reference sheet to Blue Sky. Currently, it's pinned to my Twitter. At least for you, you don't seem to have to struggle with the existence of crunch times. Not in the same way that, like, production artists do. Crunch times are different depending on the client I have. Because some clients have deadlines for their debut dates. They have an idea of when they would like to debut their models. So when I make their models, I have to build that time in and keep that in mind. So the crunch time is kind of self-imposed based on the work I accept. But it's still very different. I think that's important. Gonna take my son to the park? Okay, have fun, Battle Bro. Thank you for trusting me with your community, and thanks for saying hi. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely day. Myth. What my parents did when I was a kid is they exposed me to a lot of academic materials and pushed me to learn and study stuff. And when I was not doing that, I was messing around with all my siblings. It wasn't the happiest upbringing, sure. I think for me, it was probably healthier, more helpful upbringing. That's a good way of looking at it, yeah. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Oh, right, the shoes. Dang it! I don't want to draw the shoes, but I will! I will! Shoes are hard to draw, like, let alone feet. Shoes are very difficult to draw, and feet are also very difficult to draw. There's also the deadlines of the community to catch the wave of some art meme if you do, or those holiday drawings before the holidays upon you. Yes, there is that kind of drawing. I think a lot of that is self-imposed pressure to keep up with trends, and I think I try my best not to do that. Because trends come and go so quickly that in order to keep up, you burn out. I don't think it's worth it to try to keep up with every single trend unless you are really fast at art. And I simply don't have the speed for that, unfortunately. And that's okay. I'm working towards it. But to try to keep up with that and do that like on a weekly to like 2 times a month basis, even then, don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. Hey Will, thanks for the posture check. Excuse me. 2 triangles and a sausage method of feed is pretty useful. 2 triangles and a sausage? I never heard that method, huh? Myth. I was reading books on high school level math in 2nd or 3rd grade when I was being homeschooled, and I think those 2 years of homeschooling were really helpful for me to cultivate my love and enjoyment of learning that carried me through middle and high school. Dang. Your parents homeschooled you? That is impressive. I feel like that could be really tough. But I'm glad it was a fairly good experience for you. Taco Tahira? Yeah. Specifically generative AI, because there is good AI, but generative AI, no. No. All my homies hate generative AI. See, but 1 triangle from the ankle, middle of the foot is a 2nd triangle, and having and the sausage is for the toe region. Huh. Interesting way of visualizing it, actually. Huh. Nerd. Unfortunately, I don't see AI leaving anytime soon, but hopefully we get enough copyright laws in place for publication. I just hope it goes away. But if it doesn't, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making art, you know? I will do my best to protect it, but I will not stop creating. Because here's the thing that I don't think AI generators quite understand is like, if it takes 10 seconds to generate it, and then anyone can do it, why would someone pay you for it? Why wouldn't they just do it themselves? And then you would learn the limitations of the program. I hate drawing feet. Ugh. You learn the limitations of the program and how it is not really as good as you might think it is. It gives you momentary dopamine, and you will constantly be trying to fill the void. You gotta find long-term, actual creative solutions and projects to do that can fulfill you. The problem is, they are a much slower release of good brain chemicals, you know? They are tougher to do because you have to have the patience to stick with it. You have to train yourself to do something slow and time-consuming that will creatively fulfill you. Assistive AI is cool and useful and great for accessibility. Generative AI is bad and theft and not economic for the environment. Yep, it's just not great. Did someone run a copyright case with someone who used AI in it? I don't know, really. I haven't been keeping track. There's so much information to keep track of, and I am doing my best to stay informed, but also not get consumed by it. I think I found a love of AI is when a customer comes to me with, I created this in AI, could you draw it? Makes communication so easy. Here's the thing, though. It's still theft and using other people's work to create, like, there is an ethical gray area there, but because of how AI works and it's still theft, I would still err on the side of don't use it, because a lot of the times all an artist needs in order to understand what you want is a little sketch. Like if you have a piece of paper and you're like, I want a character posing on a rock with their fist held high, you know, all you need to do is stick figure drawings. That's it. And then lightning, or Photoshop it, you know. Photobash is an excellent way of doing it. There are other ways that are better, you know, and do not rely on stealing to convey your idea. This foot needs to be a little bigger. Think that works a bit better? Dry feet so hard. This doesn't quite look right, but that's okay. Okay, time to do the grayscale. Not this one. There you go. Clean. That's the one I want to select. The thing about art and science is there are a lot of overlap. Biologists and doctors would often have to do life sketches of things they encountered. Art and science are not so separate as some may think they are. They are both really important. And they both deserve respect, you know? Let's see. There we go. Excuse me. How's it going? It's going great. The downside right now is like so much of the internet search results are filled with AI that you can't look things up anymore. References are a thing of the past from Google. So you have to go to see images that are pre-2022. Hi, Candy. Johnny, thank you for the breather redeem. Grayscale always bamboozles me. By the time I figure out what scales to use, I just slap the color down. Fair. It's different for everybody. I like grayscale because I struggle with color personally. It is not my strong suit, and that is okay. I think for the head base, I want to stretch this a little bit more. Okay, why pre-2022 images? Because that is before AI generation really flooded the internet. So if you want actual references, try to look for actual images that are not AI generated, because you are not going to be able to learn art by referencing those. Said once, I'll say it again, being autistic with learning disability and literal disconnect between my brain and my hands, hampering my photomotor skills. I, of all people, have every reason to use AI out of a genuine desire to create, but I don't. Because doing so feels lazy, and I could never look at an AI creation and say, I made this. Yep. Someone compared it to... The frustrating thing is, like, people are like, this will help disabled artists. It's just like, no. Not in the way you think it will. I don't think you understand disabled people and disabled artists, because they still find a way to create, you know? They find ways to create that actually is creation and not just... It almost would feel like the same as if you Googled an image and went, I made that. It's like, no, that's not how that works. If anything, it's worse because it's stealing. It's a different kind of theft. I don't consume AI stuff if someone didn't give enough shit to actually make it. Why should I give a shit to look at it? Exactly. Yeah. If you didn't put the time in to create it, why would I put the time in to consume it? Gary, I love creating with my own will and power. It reminds me I can fight the gods at any moment. Exactly. One of the things that is really harmful, I think, is people are using AI to do their homework. And it's just like, okay, on a small level, you can probably see how this would not affect you personally if you use it for your homework. But think about the habits you are building and the habits your generation is building. Because if you rely on a computer to steal information and then create a paper for you, just think about your doctors. Do you want your doctor to be using AI generation for their papers and becoming certified by using something that has no business being in your operating room? Generative AI is not like robots. Generative AI is not the thing that trains your robots. It is not the thing that does surgery on you. Ugh. I worked with Ryan Hudson Peralta, an amazing graphic designer without hands. It's pretty cool. Like, artists do so much to create. A lot of people don't know that there's a hidden system behind the Google and a lot of other search engines to filter your results using the minus tag. Example, human sitting minus AI. Yep. Minus AI, minus generated images do help. It is very nice. It's not perfect, but it does help a little bit. I saw a story from an English prof who had their classes to get ChatGPT to write a paper, then had them turn around and grade it, and it was a long way into making them anti-ChatGPT. Yep. You got to think about the actual consequences of a seemingly unconsequential action, because it has an effect, one that you may not see coming, and one that you probably won't see coming until it's too late, unfortunately. There we go. Oop, wrong way. People are getting therapy from AI chatbots? Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it's bad. It is not good. You need people to look at your problems, not a computer. Here's the main thing as well. If a computer cannot be held responsible for its decisions, it should not be in charge of any. Think of it. If your child Google searches how to boil an egg and they start a gasoline fire, you know? Like they somehow end up disastrously burning down your house. You can't sue the AI. It's not a person. You can't sue the company either. People who make good automation tech often have the most vicious arguments against Gen AI. Legitimately, the people who work on AI and like non-generative AI are the ones who are like, we do not want this in our lives. We want the dumbest brick refrigerator in our house. I want no smart tech anywhere near me. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. I get it. Also, if you rely on stealing, what happens when the victims of your theft stop generating content because it's no longer benefiting them? Yeah, that's the other thing. If you create a world where art is not able to thrive, then you will deprive yourself of it. Because I don't think you realize how much of your life is impacted by art. No one really does. And no one ever really will unless it disappears completely. AI is a great place with research, finding new molecules, medicine structures, and robotics, but should stay out of the creative sector. So there's a difference between generative AI and there's another one which is actually useful, which is one that learns how to detect like cancer cells. It can look at a bunch of x-rays and tell what is broken and what needs fixing. Ones that study things to then be given to a human to inspect are different, you know? Especially in the medical field and robotics field. Those ones are different than generative AI. Machine learning, yes, but that's not quite the same because some people don't understand that machine learning and generative AI are not the same. That's kind of the frustrating thing, is AI can very much be in the future and be good. But when you put it into such an umbrella term, like you compare generative AI to the AI that actually helps people live their lives, you know? People get confused and they're like, well, it's AI, it's good. It's like, no, there is good and bad. There's one that steals and tries to give you fake therapy. And there's one that is helping a robot to move around in space so that people don't have to be sent in space, you know? Stuff like that, where it's like we can send them to planets that humans cannot get to. LLMs are not Gen AI. Gen AI is the application of LLMs. I do not understand that, honestly. So I can't really talk about that one. Ugh. I'm so worried about how art and humanities be treated post-election. I think so long as people keep creating art, that is good. But it is also up to people to respect art more. Because think about what is in theaters now. What kind of movies, what kind of things you watch right now. The creative industry is kind of being gutted. And it has been for a little while, and we're starting to see the effects of it. Video AI does need to be banned completely. That one is just inexcusable. I want to tell you, I think of you as a sister. Thank you. That's so kind of you to say. I'm glad I get to be a big sister. Carmenin, thank you for the resub. Happy 20 months. Welcome on back. This is a very cute piece. I'm just cleaning up the piece for the grayscale. Alright, let's get the head base. Is that a violin? Yeah, this is a violin. This one is a harp. Working on the harp one right now. I try to respect and be kind to everyone, but they may want to make it so hard. It is tough. Because I think everyone has the capacity for good. And everyone who thinks they're good has the capacity for evil. You have to be careful, because those people who think they are wholly good are the ones who are most likely to be susceptible to being bad. Push come to shove. Because being bad is not necessarily actively discriminating against people, but it is letting bad people do things because it doesn't affect you. That is pretty much the same. There's nuances to it, of course, but if you have the power to protect someone and stop someone from doing something awful to another person who may not be able to help themselves, and you stand by and do nothing, how are you better? In good there is evil, and in evil there is good. Yes. Dealing in moral absolutes is not helpful. You are neither a good nor bad person. You are a person. You can do good things or bad things. You know? To say that I am a wholly good person, I don't think is doing myself justice, you know? I am complex. I have good and bad. What I choose to do really dictates whether or not it is good or bad of me to do things, if that makes sense. Like, your actions speak louder than having morals, you know? You can have your morals and not follow them. Then what's the point, you know? There is no difference between having good ones or bad ones if you do not act on them. Human mind is too complex to be defined with small words like good and evil. Yep. Things are too complex. Big blanket solutions can't really help. There's a good saying, there is perfection in imperfection, and that really applies to everything. True. I think that, yeah, there is perfection in imperfection. And I think the concept of perfection is imperfect in and of itself. Because to become a perfect person means that you don't need to change anymore. And you will always need to change. It is not possible to never change, you know? If you do that, you stagnate. You stop growing. Kimo, thank you for the hydrate. Bye-bye. Asagiri, I love you. I hope you're doing well. My beloved. My hopey. I love my friends. Eventually what is perfect is worn down to dust. Yep. That is why I always... Whoa, my voice cracked. Excuse me. But that's why I always found the concept of living forever to be not great. Because there's probably good aspects. You could see history change. You could learn to be a fuller person with more time. But I feel like... This might just be a me opinion thing. I feel like if people gained the ability to be immortal... A lot of them would be like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do this. But they wouldn't grow. They would feel no need to pursue anything because they have infinite amount of time. Like, you wouldn't grow and change. You would just be. You would just exist. Also, immortals would love very differently than people do. Because to a certain extent, loving someone is a survival thing. We love other people because we want to help them, and we would also in turn want help. It's not transactional. It's more of supporting each other in a community. And I feel like that is the thing that is missed a lot of the times with immortals. A lot of people think, oh, stoic immortals, nothing changes, nothing phases them because, you know, they're untouched by time. They'll just live through it. It's like, yeah. But dig into that a little bit more. Think about it. If you live forever, the desire to connect with people may die because you won't really need to survive in the same way that mortal people would. Your connections would not be as heavy or important. You may think of them like that, but in some people I feel like it would fade and they would become more distant because you could not be understood by people who are mortal, you know? The ancient elf problem? Kind of, yeah. It's the ancient elf problem. First few hundred years would be nice, and then it would become a curse. Honestly, I feel like not even the first few hundred years. I would say the first 50 years. The first 50 years, you would probably have a blast. If you spent it right, you know? But then afterwards, what then? Lack of mortality lessens your attachment to things that makes morality meaningful. Mm-hmm. I also feel like people who want immortality want more time, you know? And that is just unfortunately something we don't have. In a not to scare you way, time is precious. It is finite. So let that push you to do more of what you want in life. rather than trying to just survive, work on something that really makes you want to live. Oh, excuse me, I gotta stretch. First 50 years, first 10 years for me, tops. I feel like, yeah, I would probably only have fun for the first, 50 years, because maybe I would travel a bunch, you know? But I don't think it would be worth it if I did not have friends that were also like that. Even then, if I had friends who were also immortal, what would be the point of meeting up? You know, you're bound to meet eventually. Why would you organize times to meet up after a certain amount of time? Living centuries would be nice, but living forever would be a nightmare. Living forever would be kind of awful, actually. Immortality isn't living forever, it's watching everyone around you die. Yeah, and some people may disagree with me on this. But I have met people who really would love to be immortal. And oftentimes, when I look back at them, they haven't really done anything with the time they had. They feel stuck. They want more time to do more. But they don't use the time they have to live the life they got. Happy birthday, Kudo. Hope you have a good birthday. I believe it was Achilles that claimed gods envy mortals. Everything is more beautiful because any moment might be our last. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but that is an interesting way of seeing it. In a kind of capitalist mindset, is something more precious because it is finite? And I don't think that's true. I don't think something is more precious because there is less of it. I think life is as precious as we want it to be. Because we only really exist in our own heads, you know? Someone can't tell us our life is worth more or less than we actually believe it is. Someone might change our perspective on it. But we are only as important as we believe we are. And some people have a very inflated self-importance that really affects how people grow and change and treat each other in a very negative way. But yeah. There we go. Oh, a little bit more here. It's quote vision from an Age of Ultron. A thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. Yep. Things are not beautiful because they are permanent, and things are not precious just because they are not permanent and they're finite. It's tough, you know? Tea Candle, thank you for the posture check. Always a good time, art and philosophy coming together. Yeah, art and philosophy are quite often linked in ways that you never really expect. Alright, now we do the clothes. Oops. I see. Okay. That's what happened. Chemo deserves it. I dare say he does. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be eager to deal out death and judgment, for even the very wise cannot see all ends. Yep. It's very true. Whoop. Who are we to say someone is worthy of living or dying, you know? To make yourself judge, jury, and executioner is a heavy title, and one that is not acted upon without mistakes oftentimes. There we go. Sushi. I think I would be able to handle being immortal, at least until the collapse of humanity, simply because it would give me the time to make what I want to make. And when I finally finish making things, I can enjoy what was made by others. Yep. That's not a bad idea, to create more things. I understand that. It's tough. Because sometimes I'm like, would I enjoy being immortal? And I think there would be aspects, but I don't think I would enjoy it as much as a lot of other people would. Oops. I forgot to lock the pixels. I had this discussion with my therapist when I expressed rage and the desire to destroy what I think of as bad people, and her response was, "Who gets to decide who's bad?" When I told her I do, she asked, "What makes you qualified to make that decision?" Yep. That is the thing. I don't think anyone is qualified. What did I do for the lyre? Not the lyre. This one. Okay, that's what I grabbed for the hair colors. Yeah, that's just white. Okay, cool. That works. This one, and then this one for the tongue. Let's grab this, make it this color, and then we'll draw this. There we go, and then the teeth layer. Oh gosh. That's okay, we can fix it, we can fix it. I can fix it. There we go. Beautiful. Are you allowed to choose to stop being immortal? I mean, like, that goes into the details of what kind of immortality, but generally when people say immortality, they mean live forever. Have another save this lovely art. Another? I really dig these deep thought combos. It's been so nice to get headgears turning. Oh, thank you, Johnny. I'm glad you like them. Maybe the lesson here is Sun Wukong clearly handled his immortality the best way possible, doing whatever his impulse brain said to do. One day he was a monkey, next demon, after that a god. Sun Wukong is a fun and interesting story about it. To me, the greatest curse would be not being able to feel pain. Pain is a part of life. It is not pleasant. Is it not pleasant? Not always. But for me, every scar I have, every drop of blood I bled, every scrape and scratch and bruise and break, I wouldn't trade them for the world. They remind me that I've lived, that I've survived without pain. Without pain, what is there? Can joy exist without its counterpart? I'd like to think there would only be apathy. I can see that. Yeah. It is... There is a very trueness to the saying, variety is the spice of life, you know? You need both good and bad, but not necessarily like the kind of like, oh, all right, I had a good time to go throw myself into the pits and break my bones. It's like, no, not that. That's not what I mean. It is not necessarily also to glamorize suffering. No, that is not how that works. It's to live in a world where there is only ever good. There's never any struggle, never any growth. I don't think the brain can really do that. The brain will look for problems to solve, and if there are no problems to solve, nothing to do, what will it do then? That doesn't mean I want to keep a world like that away. I would rather have a world where everyone has all their needs met, you know? And it doesn't drain them. That is a world that I think would be lovely. People would be allowed to be people. Are experiencing joy and fulfillment? Get in the pain hole. Don't forget to hydrate. Oh, thank you. You know what? I'll hydrate again. My ginger tea is cooled off now. I think we'll finish up the grayscale on this. One thing I will do is there's a tangent between the eyebrow and the hair. So let's fix that real quick. What if I flip it vertically? Oh, this is cute. This is extremely cute, actually. Let's keep that. What a lovely art. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Let me get rid of the piece behind it. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute, honestly. We can do better in the current state of current state of late capitalism. Yes, I think we could do much better. Big ol' thanks for the break redeem. Interesting to think our idea of immortality has been altered over time. Only need to look at both Greek and Norse pantheons to see that both pantheons said to be immortal, yet both sub-stories and prophecies where their reign and lives come to an end. Yep, they can still perish. But immortality is kind of different to them. Is it better to try and fix the broken world we currently have, or wipe it clean and rebuild from the ground up? I know that sounds, but think about that sometimes. I don't think destroying everything would work. I don't think it's the solution that people sometimes think it might be. Because here's the tough part. When you destroy something and try to build it back up from scratch, a lot of things, especially when it comes to societies, a lot of vulnerable people will fall through the cracks. Think of your elderly grandparents, you know, the life support, the medication they need. If society falls apart, then they lose access to that. The children that need medication to exist, kids in the cancer wards, you know, like the most vulnerable will be the first to truly suffer. It is not fair to say the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Because who gets to decide which lives are worthy of sacrifice for the greater good? A lot of the times when people are like, yeah, let's wipe the slate clean, start from scratch. It's like, well, who are you thinking will survive? Who do you think will be left? Because a lot of the times it will be the able-bodied people who think of other people as less than them if they are less capable. They are less likely to extend hands to those who need them. And you do not want a society built on people like that, because you just end up in the same place all over again. You want people who care for each other and people who know how hard it is to struggle, because the ones that actually struggle oftentimes are much kinder than those who do not. Suchi, same reason why a lot of people who want to get rid of all government aid are usually the most able-bodied and wealthy. Exactly. A lot of the people and generation who are like, oh, we don't need these social services, we don't want people mooching off of our money, are the people who are not going to suffer from it. They are people who are like, this is not benefiting me, so why does it exist? Yeah. Things to think about. My mind just thinks Dr. Stone with resetting society. We don't live in Dr. Stone's universe. Not everyone's going to be frozen. But also you would still run into the same problems of people would destroy the statues, you know? So change is slow, unfortunately, and it is prone to sliding backwards, which is frustrating. But wiping the slate clean would essentially kill millions of people that you want when the world is falling apart. Because a lot of the times, they are the people who will actually help you when things go bad. Wiping the slate clean, yeah, is a self-centered approach. Absolutely. Because don't get me wrong, I've also had those thoughts when I was a teenager. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, who gets to decide? And what is their motivation for it? You know? Being strong should be measured by the fact that you can help others over only taking care of yourself. So the best thing to note of when someone says, oh, survival of the strong, it's like, no. If you are strong, you are more fit to serve. Strength is a measure of how good you are at serving other people. Because if you are stronger, it is your responsibility and job to help those who cannot. If you use it for yourself, you're just a tyrant, you know? Right, I need to say this is already the case. People are already suffering under the current conditions. We need to organize and change, no reformism, and saying to do it slow or fast depends on our material conditions. If we can do it faster, why not? Exactly. Here's the other thing that is very important to remember. What is the one solution to all of our problems? Can anyone name it? While keeping TOS in mind. Do keep that in mind. Jeez. Snacks. Violence. Communication, understanding, and honesty. Toilet paper, smilers, resources. There is none. Kindness, abolishing private property. The answer is there is no one answer. There is no one solution. A lot of media and shows and movies tell us, yeah, the heroes win if they beat this one guy. Here's the thing. Actual meaningful change is slow. And there is not one solution that will fix every single problem in a way that does not have fallout for those who are most vulnerable. There are many solutions and they must all be implemented. There is no one answer. And that is the frustrating part. Understanding and empathy will help us a lot. But we will also need the motivation to do it, the drive to change, the resources. There's so many things that go into change in a long-term sustainable version that odds are we will not see the change we want to see in our lifetimes. We might, but either way, even if we do not see them, we still should go for them so that other people have it. To do it only for ourselves should not be the motivation for doing it. It is to make it a genuinely good world, whether you are in it or not. You know? If the problem seems to have an easy solution, you probably don't understand the problem. Yes. Yep. My solution was correct. I picked honey and honey told us the answer. I don't have all the answers. And even some of the answers that I have been proven wrong in the past. Like, there are things that I cannot consider, and that is why it is so important to have other people's voices in the room and hear different opinions and different ways it'll affect people. Because I won't have all the answers. And that's okay. Let's make this darker. I am not a politician. I am a person, you know? There we go. Some of these need to be moved a little bit, actually. Okay. Let's adjust that. Grab these. And then put them underneath the instrument layer. Control V. Ah, dang it. I miscopied. This one. There we go. Okay. Now put it in the right folder. Control V. There we go. Now they should be a bit better. Yeah, they're underneath what they need to be underneath. Okay, good. The original Freytag plot structure at the dip at the end wasn't resolution, it was catastrophe. I don't know what that means. Johnny, thanks for the hydrate, by the way, and the ear wiggles. Doesn't talk about politics makes us politicians. No, politician is a position that you're paid for. You are a civil servant to your people, and a lot of them forget that. A lot of them forget that it is to serve your people, not yourselves. It's so, so important. Where is the layer? Okay, it's this one. There we go. I was wondering where it went. The mindset that went into building the Roman Empire. We put our efforts and hopes into building something greater than ourselves and may very well not see that in our lifetime. It is a sacrifice we make for the future so that our descendants may one day not go through the struggles we have. I would even hesitate to call it a sacrifice. I would just call it, in a very strange way, an investment. An investment for the future, to know that it exists. Gotta think about the future and making sure it exists in a way that is sustainable. And do our best. What did one hat say to the other? You wait here, I'll go on ahead. That's a pretty good one. Alright, let's see. I want to get rid of this real quick. Let's grab the grayscale for this. The clothes. I can put it in the shoes. Hypothetically, if it is following you and all you have to defend yourself is a ballpoint pen, what will you do? I don't know. Probably draw something nice. I don't know. Stroke you. Sorry if this gets asked a lot, but you're willing to explain your layer setup? Absolutely, yeah, no worries. I'm almost done doing this, so let me just finish up the color scheme or the grayscale scheme for the outfit. I think this should not be so dark. It draws too much attention away. The instrument. Ooh, I gotta fill that in real quick. There we go. I think this has to be above the head base. There we go. That looks better. So let me do that real quick. I'll turn off the background sketches. But the layer setup for this, you can see it over here. All of the blue layers are line art layers. So if I turn them off, the line art disappears. So basically I've separated everything into what layers are over top of it. The way I separate things is not normal, by the way. It is a specific Live 2D way of separating them, where the layers are separated so that it allows for more movement in case I need more change. So like I have the scarves layer, and then the non-transparent ones, and then the more transparent actual scarf pieces. Then I have the hands that are on top of pretty much everything except for the scarves. And they're filling here. There's the features, then there's the iris, which has some of the teeth in it. Then the fill of the irises that is clipped onto the face base. The instrument itself is still only 2 layers. It's not particularly complex. There's the hair layer that is clipped on top of the head base layer. There's the bottom scarves for the arms. And then we have the clothes layer. And then we have the body layer, which is everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my layer setup. Yeah, that reminds me of a quote from RVB. There's so many stories where the brave hero decides to give their life to save the day. And because of their sacrifice, the good guys win. The survivors all cheer and everybody lives happily ever after. But the hero never gets to see that ending. They'll never know if their sacrifice actually made a difference. They'll never know if the day that was really saved. In the end, they just have to have faith. You don't know if the people that you're leaving behind to sacrifice will actually create the society you want. You don't know if they'll fall into old habits. It is a leap of faith, and it is doing the best you can and in trusting that the future will be better, you know? Out of curiosity, do you know, if you know much about lyres, do you have a favorite style? Seems like you always draw the sort of simplified symbolic lyre when you draw one. Yeah, because I don't play lyres. I don't really know what lyres sound like or what they do, so I'm just kind of going with reference. There's a bunch of different kinds, and there's no really one kind, it seems. Like, it's a mix of a bunch. This one's fantasy, for sure. But, like, these ones are real. And then this one is a statue of an old lyre, and I'm like, I don't know which one is right, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. Frost Whirper. Excuse me. I just want to drop in and say it's always great to see you drawing and philosophizing at the same time. Your art always conveys so many emotions. Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoy the philosophy, because I do talk a lot of philosophy, it seems, without really meaning to. I never took philosophy classes. I just always thought about it. You sleepy? Yeah. I'm getting to the point where I'm a little bit sleepy, so I'll probably wrap up stream once I finish this off. Because, I need to rest. Alright, let's turn this off. Let's turn these reference layers off. And then we'll scooch it onto the piece. There's the lyre. They need to be a little bit bigger. I just realized all their faces are facing the same way. Dang it, honey, you've done it again. Thank you for the level and hype train. What the? Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Day 2 of 3. Too many thousands of tires and being sick and having a bad tooth. That's all I can think about. I've been pain and other news. Honey, cute. Oh no, Jasper. I hope you're okay. Omega Duran, thank you for the 100 shinies. Quick question. In my story, do you want to be the tavern owner or would you want to be one of these honey goblins? Like Bard Honey or Teacher Honey or maybe the Goblin Goddess Honey. Also, Lyre's just mini harps. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. Being like a bard would be fun, honestly. I think bard suits me quite a bit. I'm talking the silly smug goblin of honey. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for the 100 shinies. And it's Lion Quest. Thank you for the sub. Welcome on into the tavern. I hope you're doing good. Stare where honey going. I'll go eat lunch later. For now, we check out these pieces. Oh, they're so cute. Let me scooch them over a little bit. Grab this. Just that way I can move it over a little bit. And then move the loot over a slight bit. Whoops. How did it end up there? It's way deep in these. No, get out of there. There we go. Now they can scooch over a little bit better. Violin scooches a bit this way. There we go. We got 3 instruments down. That's pretty good. Little save just to be safe. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Bagpipe Gobbo? Oh, wait, y'all. I forgot. I completely forgot. Where is the most important one? I forgot I did that. There it is. A favorite. Check him out. It's so good. I feel you meant that. Yeah. Yeah, I do love this gong. Consider medieval bagpipes with the dumb drone pipes with the faces on them. The what? 1 second, let me look this up. Drone medieval bagpipes. The Gongoblin. Oh, that's what they look like. Okay. Man, people are wild. Who created bagpipes and went, this is a good instrument? Just like, who came up with that idea? It's fascinating. That is very, very cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me scooch this over for y'all. My head's blocking it a bit. Maybe I'll do a shade layer on them for fun. Bagpipes were created for psychological warfare against the Brits. It's all coming together. It's all starting to make sense now. It's all starting to make sense now. I get it. Also, thank y'all for the level 1 hype train. Thank you so, so much. Tony, thank you for the 200 shinies. That's very kind of you. Oh, yeah, now this is a noisemaker. This one makes so much noise. All right, really quick. I'm going to... Music. We're going to put this into one layer. And we're going to do a quick shade. Because I feel like it'd be really fun and I can show you how I shade really fast. So I use a flat marker. Make it nice and big. Use pretty much any dark color I please. Oh, bagpipe music can absolutely be beautiful. Don't get it twisted. Bagpipe music is really fun and very, very cool. It's just fascinating what people do, like, and what people make instruments out of. It makes you wonder, like, what kind of instruments were in existence in the past but fell out of fashion, you know? And why would they have fallen out of fashion, right? I'm gonna make this an overlay layer so that way it doesn't affect the white as much. Maybe soft light? Nah. Hard light. Normal works well. See how that adds just a little bit of depth to it? It's nice. Doesn't have to be too much. Just be a little extra something to make it pop a bit more. It's also been a war between England and Scotland, specifically as there were wars across the rest of the world. Some estimate England and Scotland conflicts make up a decent 10% of conflicts recorded in history. Dang. That is a big chunk. Music history. Bagpipes originated in the Mediterranean. I think they stretched clear on back in the Bronze Age, if I remember right. I think it spread across Europe. It was used as a military instrument by the Roman legions for conveying orders over a noisy battlefield, marching rhythms, and all that fun stuff. The funny sack with a clarinet taped to it has found variations all over Europe. Huh. That's cool. And here I thought it was just because, like, you know, maybe people wanted to play that instrument more and it was a more efficient way of getting the lungs capacity, you know, getting the air through the pipes instead of having to rely on your lung capacity. That's cool. Oh, he said about forgotten instruments. The Aztec death whistle. Oh, I've seen that one. It's an instrument that of psychological warfare and is rarely used anymore. There are some sick songs that feature it, though. It's the scream whistle, right? Go do it, make the big boy go stab. It's instructions. Hello, Hellcat. The death whistle's a freaky sound. Yeah. I think it could be neat. It could be a neat whistle to have around the house if anyone comes in uninvited. How scary would that be? It could be so cool. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Adds just a little extra to the pieces. Just like that they're being affected by light and shadow. It's not too complex, but it's nice. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Final break day over. Later, peeps, creeps, and jeeps. Honey cute, be sure to scream it at her top of your lungs. Don't worry. You take it easy. You take it easy, Jasper. I am also going to wrap up stream just because it is past lunchtime. I should probably be getting some chill rest. I'll try to be on the Discord call so I can talk farming with anyone. Ooh, farping. Oh, a little stretch. A popular assumption of what the rebel yell was that it sounded like hundreds of yipping coyotes. Huh. That's cool. Trying to mimic another sound. That could be fun. We don't have solid origins for every instruments. For any instruments, they tend to go back to the before people started writing things down. Even the odd ancestor of modern lutes, like the guitar, is a descent of earlier instruments in the Middle East. Also unrelated, imagine being a random Brythonic warrior lined up for battle when you hear hark coming over the hills like a sound in Latin. The big old horn. That could be fun. Johnny, about one last save for the road. Also because Jasper says, oh, how cute. All right. We save. We save. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. We love her. We love her. She being silly. All right. These pieces turned out real good. I'm liking them. They are grayscaled. Wolf, thank you for the breather team. Not even a horn, just a long droning honk of a bagpipe. That would be scary. Wait a sec, I know that goblin. They're familiar. I think I know them. Who are they? Just double checking, seeing who is live. Ooh, a lot of people are streaming Arcane right now. John, I've seen her on the YouTubes. I've seen her on online, on the internet. Just make sure they're not ending stream. Over to my Inkling OC along with you too. Pretty happy with how it's going. Let's go, Bloodasp. I'm glad. Fair enough. First time watching stream. Found out on YouTube clips. Amazed on the animation movement and art style. Hope I'm not a bad time at a stream. Yeah, I'm wrapping up stream. I will be streaming again Monday evening at 6 p.m. PDT or 9 p.m. EST. So tomorrow's my day off. But I will be streaming on Monday. So we're going to take it easy. Most likely more art, but I might mix it up. Might mix it up and see what's up next. Okay, and have a good one. Thank you. Sometimes the right thing to do is the hardest choice to make. Sometimes doing the right thing will be the last thing you want to do, but please remember, the right thing is always the right one. Be kind to one another and try your best. Stay safe all. Yep. Sometimes that really is the case, huh? I'm just making sure that we are not reading at the end. Perfect. Let's go to another art stream. The art stream is going to be very, very cute. I love this artist's work. It's so, so good. Genuinely love showing off their work. I think pronouns are they, them. We're going to go visit Doodle Sprout. They just started stream and they're doing some art. I do highly recommend you check out their art because it's very cute. It's very, very cool. Doodle Sprout. Excellent. Oh, wrong button. Please Twitch, let me raid. There we go. I love them. They got such a cute style. Yeah, they have a lovely style. It's lovely to check out. I really like seeing their work. They're working on something in Clip Studio. I think they're doing stickers right now. Oh, they're making stickers. Oh, that's extremely cool. I'm very excited. Let's see. What's a good raid message? You know what? We can keep it simple. Use those little squiggly lines, boiler lines. They're PNG. Oh, the boiler lines are beautiful. I love them. We can probably do sound a gong. Art raid. Fairly simple. We can do art raid. But yeah, if y'all want to see my art, it is going to be posted on Blue Sky in the coming weeks because I am taking my art off of Twitter because it's feeding it up to AI generation apparently. So keep that in mind for if you want to know where I'm going to be at. I'll be at my Blue Sky. It's pinned to the top. But yeah, we're going to have a lovely time. I guess I didn't pin it up. That's okay. All good. I will see y'all very, very soon. Thank you so much for coming today. Please take it easy. I will see y'all very, very soon. We did so good with the art. Wow, it looks great. Thank you. Thank you all so, so much for coming today. All right, I'll see you soon. Get some rest. I gotta get some food in me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.